Well, good evening and welcome to Greenbrier. I'm JV Brazil, alongside me, Talon Newton and Michael Baker. We're glad you're here with us this evening in a matchup between our Greenbrier Lady Panthers and the Baptist Prep Lady Eagles. We hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. It's been 2 weeks since we've had our last broadcast, so we're excited to be here and ready to rumble. Coming into this matchup, Baptist Prep, the Lady Eagles are 4-2 heading into tonight, and our Lady Panthers guys are 4-0. Now, again, they haven't really been tested to some degree, but they do have some really nice wins. They're 4-0 heading into the matchup, trying to stay undefeated as they face off against Baptist Prep this evening, Mike.
Yeah, JB, I think both of those records are a little bit, they don't really show what the season's been. Obviously, I think both these teams have potential, and the records are definitely good on both ends. But I think Baptist Prep has had some easy games. I think we've had a couple easy games as well. But yeah, I'm excited to see this showing. I like the way our girls have looked. Obviously, I said our record doesn't really show the competition, but we've still played hard. We've still played well, I think.
Sure.
We've shown that we can score in a lot of different ways. Our coach has shown that he likes to throw presses on other teams, and so those are all good signs for games going forward. And we're about to really get into the meat of our schedule.
Absolutely. Something to look at for Baptist Prep. They only have one senior on their lineup. That's Katie Vaden. So for them, they don't have a lot of seniority or experience per se. That's going to be a factor, I feel like, heading into tonight. Our Lady Panthers have really just played well all year. They have a lot of good players on the team. Really, the starting five, from what we've seen, has been just top-notch. They blew out a Harding Academy team who was really good last year, didn't lose a whole lot of pieces. Again, they beat Clarksville, Heber, and then Guy Perkins at home. So they've won, that's 3 road games. It's good to finally get them at home. But on top of it all, Mike, I'm just glad we're back to watch some basketball.
For sure, JB. And I was going to say the word I was looking for is, what I've seen from our Lady Panthers is they've been very versatile. Our coach has made them a very versatile team. They just we can shoot the three, we've proved that, and we can score down low with Newland. So to have that versatility, it's invaluable, in the game of basketball, because Baptist Prep can't go into practice before playing us and say, hey, let's work on stopping the three. No, because you got to work on stopping Alex Newland too. They can't come in and say they got to stop Alex Newland, because you got to work on stopping the three as well. We're dangerous from a lot of different areas, and I think the main thing that our coach is probably excited about, everybody loves offense, but he's probably excited. Our defense has been pretty top-notch as well. Like I said, throwing on presses and really controlling the paces of games, which is big in basketball, just controlling the pace of a game, speeding up the other team, and then slowing down. Speeding up the other team on offense and then slowing down on offense yourself. So if we can control the pace here, looks like they've got kind of a limited squad. And again, you said, they've only got one senior. That'll really play in our hands if we're able to control the pace. Because not having that experience and getting kind of thrown into a game, we're under the bright lights tonight and we throw a press on them. They've only got one senior. That might show up. So I'm excited to see our Lady Panthers, what Coach Edmondson has for them as far as presses and controlling the pace of this game goes.
He's done really well with this team in his third year. Obviously, Coach Peyton Edmondson's the head coach of our girls basketball team. The Lady Eagles of Baptist Prep are coached by Chris Smith. Obviously, like I said earlier, he's led them to a 4-2 start to the year. They haven't had, a huge challenge per se. This is going to be Baptist Prep's biggest challenge in Greenbrier. Yeah. And, honestly, as much as we haven't really seen our Lady Panthers play, some high, top-notch level teams per se as far as classification, they're going to get that next week when they play Sheridan, Benton, and then Hot Springs Lakeside the following week. They're coming. This game tonight's a good preparation for the real challenges ahead. Not to discredit anything that our Lady Panthers have done, but I do think they've played just extremely well. Given the teams that they've played, they've blown them out like they should.
Yeah, and this is a test for both teams here. It's a very different test, though. For Baptist Prep, it's a test of going into another team's home, playing a harder team, playing up, really, a more difficult, more experienced, bigger roster team. So it's a different test for each team. Our test is obviously coming in here and playing a team that on paper looks worse than us, and not playing down to that, but playing with our experience, again, controlling the pace and playing smart, fast, but smart-paced basketball.
Sure. Looking ahead, we're going to be on doing a couple broadcasts for a while now. It looks like we got the next 4 games at home, as you see on the screen. This is the last game of this week, and then next Tuesday we're home against Benton, and then next Friday home against Sheridan, and then the following Tuesday against Hot Springs Lakeside. All 3 of those games will be at home. Obviously big challenges, so a lot to look forward to. Please pencil that in on your calendar and stay tuned with us for those broadcasts. We're going to hit a break, and when we come back, we're about 4.5 minutes away from tip-off. Don't go anywhere. Well, we're back here inside of the path, 55 seconds away from the starting line, or I guess the tip-off. We're getting set for the national anthem and the starting lineups, and so we're going to go ahead and take it down courtside for the national anthem.
We'd like to ask everybody to please stand and remove your hats for the national anthem. visiting Baptist Prep Lady Eagles. Number 15, Hope Burnett. And number 22, Ellie Bennett. The Eagles are coached by Chris Smith, assistant coach Bridget Jones, managers Ashley Ivy and Emily Ivy. And now for your Greenbrier Lady Panthers. A senior, number 1, Kylie Griffin. A senior, number 11, Riley Mike. A junior, number 21, Michaela Betts. A junior, number 23, Emma Ream. And a sophomore, number 44, Alex Newland. Lady Panthers are coached by Peyton Edmondson, assistant Brad Banks. Managers are Reese Maya, Caitlin Garrett, and Mia Webb.
We're just about set for the tip-off after the starting lineups were announced. Again, for our Lady Panthers, it's going to be Emma Ream, Riley Mike, Kylie Griffin, Alex Newland to jump center, and Michaela Betts. And for the Baptist Prep Lady Eagles, it'll be Sandage, Vaden, Knight, Burnett, and Bennett. And Sandage, Maddie Sandage, and Alex Newland will jump center here to start the game. We're just about set as the ref signaling for something, I'm not sure, but looks like we're ready now. He blows the whistle, comes to center court. The ball's in the air, and the opening tip is won by our Lady Panthers, and Kylie Griffin brings it up into the front court. With the dribble still, Baptist Prep opening up in a 2-3 zone. They get it out to Myatt on the right wing, or on the left wing rather, kicks it over to Ream. Right corner, Betts, picks up her dribble, gives it up to Ream, top of the key over to Myatt. Skip pass in the left corner to Griffin. They bring it back up again. Betts with it now. Top of the key to Myatt. Kicks it over to to Griffin. Down low, Betts through the lane, amongst the trees, throws it up. Shot won't go. And the rebound to the Lady Eagles. Sydney Knight for the Eagles brings it up. Griffin out high on her. Lady Panthers start out in a man-to-man. They lob it down low, through the lane. Shot up, won't go. Battle for the rebound. Betts out of there with it. She brings it up, across the timeline, kicks it over to Ream. In transition, through the lane, throws up a shot, won't go. It's blocked out of play. No foul called either there, Mike.
Yeah, so far what I'm seeing in this so far, we're controlling the pace, like I was saying. On offense, very patient, good passes. On defense, we rushed them. I think they had 5 seconds with the ball, so good start.
Ream, top of the key, 3, and she buries it.
There it is, JB.
1 minute into quarter number 1, and Ream starts us out with a 3 ball. And Knight brings it ahead for the Lady Eagles. She gives it over to Burnett. Top of the key now, starts to drive, kicks it over left wing, back to Knight. Griffin out on her. Looking for a ball screen. Now she kicks it over to Bennett. Back into the corner to Burnett. She drives near the baseline. She traveled with the basketball.
Good call there. She jumped up, never dribbled. I mean, classic up and down travel.
So our Lady Panthers forced the turnover. They're up 3-0 with 6:36 to play in quarter number 1. And Kylie Griffin brings it across the timeline. Gives it over to Betts. Back it goes Griffin. Right wing to Ream now. Baptist Prep still in that 2-3 zone. Get it out to Newland. Quick pass. Right wing, Ream. Another 3, no good. Chased into the corner, though, was Baptist Prep, and they pull down the rebound. That was Sandage. They get it ahead to Knight. Top of the key now. She starts to drive. Griffin out on her. They kick it over to Bennett. Lob down low in the lane to Sandage. Out in the corner, Burnett. 3 won't go. Battle for the board. Right goes to Myatt. She'll bring it up quick. They're going to call a travel, though, in transition. It's probably the right call.
Yeah, right call.
She was running, thought she had somebody open, then realized she wouldn't and took that extra step. Baptist Prep with the basketball now after the turnover. Burnett with the basketball. Across near the top of the key now. She'll give it over to Knight. Griffin playing out high on her. Struggled to dribble there. Nice defense from Griffin. Pass nearly stolen away by Newland. But Sandage has it. Over in the corner it goes to Bennett. Shot won't go, and Greenbrier the rebound. Ream brings it up. Skip pass, it goes to Myatt. Trailing the play, Betts. 3-ball left wing, no good. Rebound, Griffin throws up a shot, no good, but she draws a foul.
Yeah, so early on, they're throwing a zone on us, which we're trying to shoot out of, which is smart because we're a good shooting team, and that's how you get them out of a zone. And on the other end, they're trying to shoot us out of, man-to-man. I don't know what they're doing.
As Griffin missed the first free throw, the front end. Still 3-0. That foul was on Katie Vaden for the Lady Eagles. Second free throw's up and good from Griffin. And it's 4-0 as Hope Burnett brings it across the timeline for the Lady Eagles. Maya down on her spin move through the lane. Shot up, won't go, blocked, and Newland out of there with it. Ream leads the break, ahead to Griffin, off the glass, no good. Battle for the board. Ream tried to save it, but she stepped out on the baseline, and it'll go to the Lady Eagles.
Guys, they're not calling a lot here. They're kind of just letting them play tonight.
I prefer that talent.
I like it,
Yeah. Sydney Knight brings it across the timeline for the Eagles. Lobs it down there on the elbow, but she threw it away. Newland to Griffin to Betts. Drives through the lane, off the rim, no good. Battle for the board. And there's a foul. If they're going to get Betts.
A little bit too aggressive there. I like the aggression on defense over here and then trying to translate it to points. We just haven't been able to finish our layups so far, which has got to change. But, if you're going to see something that's not falling, you want it to be your shots. You don't want your defense to look bad, you know what I mean? You want your defense to be out there, which we are.
Our defense has held them scoreless thus far. As they head it to Vaden, gives it over to Knight. Knight looking for the ball. Griffin trying to scramble and knock it away. Now they threw another one away. Ream, outlet pass to Griffin on the other end. Off the glass, count it, and she's going to the line.
That's the thing, JB. If your shots aren't falling at the beginning, just keep playing hard defense because the shots will come. As long as you continue that hard defense, the shots will always follow.
Free throw's up, no good, though. Couldn't make her free throw. That foul was on Katie Vaden, her second foul. They get it down to Sandage. Backs her way in. Newland, nice defense. Partially blocked, and she gets the rebound. Myatt's got it, looking to push. She's got it left wing. Now she starts to drive, finds it over in the corner to Griffin. Back up top to Betts and Ream. Over in the left corner now. They lob it down low. Newland, turnaround jump stop, won't go. Battle for the board, and they're going to get a foul on Betts. That's her second.
She's got to be careful, JB. Again, she's playing with that aggression, which is good, but coach is going to take her out here because you can't have two fouls that quick. Doesn't want her to foul out. We need her later in the game.
6-0. Our score with 4:08 to play in quarter number 1. And Vaden had to come out of the game. They brought in Liv Slayton. And Knight will bring it across the timeline. Michaela Betts exited the game as well, and Ashton Hopper came in, but they're going to get a foul there on Myatt. You like the aggression, but
exactly, JB.
You don't like it when it costs you, though.
That's right.
Yeah.
6-0 with 4 minutes to play in quarter number 1 as Sydney Knight with the basketball for the Eagles. They've yet to score. They get it to Burnett, lob it down low. That's to Slayton, looks to pass it, finds it top of the key. Knight inside the arc, jumper, knocks it down. About 18 feet, and they're on the board. It's 6-2. On the other end, Myatt's in the corner. Cross-court feed, it goes to Hopper, top of the key, Ream. Thought about a three. Now she gives it over to Myatt, left wing. To Griffin in the corner. She starts to try. Bounce pass on the low block to Ream. On the edge to Hopper. Jump shot won't go, and the Lady Eagles have the rebound. That was Slayton who pulled it down. Knight trying to bring the basketball up quickly. They're down by 4. Lady Panthers up 6-2 with 3:18 to play in quarter number 1. Burnett drives the baseline, throws it up, knocks it down, and it's 6-4. Nice plays there by Burnett. Griffin looking to push, though. Get it out to Ream. Left wing. She starts to drive. Nice move through the lane, and they finish with a right hand. Ream with a nice bucket there, and it's 8-4. Burnett on the other end. Backs her way in, kicks it out. Knight, top of the key, 3. Air ball, but a rebound and a putback.
Yeah, JB, that's
That
got
was
to be.
Bennett.
That's just unacceptable right there. You got to block out. She had a wide open rebound, which is going to be a putback layup every time.
Well, if you look, it's 8-6. Really, not a bad look so far. The only two people who have scored for our Lady Panthers, Kylie Griffin's got 3. She's missed a couple at the free throw line, but Emma Ream's got 5. Good to see her getting back in stride, as it seems like at least the home games that we've seen, the benefit game and then against Sky Perkins, she really just couldn't find her way, you know, in the scoring column.
Yeah.
Seems to have found her rhythm here early.
It's good to see her getting a rhythm. Now, what I'd like to see coming out of this break is a little bit more of getting Newland involved, and then on defense getting rebounds. Getting rebounds on defense and then getting Newland involved in the offense, really showing our versatility here. Because, like I said at the beginning, we have that versatility with the three, but we got to show it with our down-low presence as well, which we definitely have here.
8-6 our score out of the timeout. Kylie Griffin brings it up. Top of the key now, kicks it over to Myatt on the left wing. Over to Hopper, right wing. Dribble stop, kicks it out to Griffin in the corner. Right corner, she drives out to Myatt. Left wing, pulls the trigger on a three, and she knocks it down. It's 11-6, a nice big three there from Myatt.
Man, JB, the drive and kick is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. Nothing will get a shot more open than the drive and kick.
And you've talked about it a lot. In order to break down that 2-3 zone, you got to shoot them out of it. It's a good job there. They lob it down low to Slayton, stolen away by Griffin. She's looking to push. On the other end, Ream off the glass. Basket counts, and she's fouled. Trying to see if they got the foul on. That was Burnett. Old Burnett. Each team's got 3 team fouls. But Emma Ream at the line, an opportunity at a three-point play.
And Baptist Prep really can't afford to have anybody foul out.
And Ream knocks down the free throw, 14-6.
It's very true talent. They've got a very limited bench right now, so we got to
3
keep on
players
attacking.
on their bench.
Yeah, we got to keep on attacking the rim and get as many fouls as we can.
Slayton with the basketball. They've got it to Bricker, who's in the game now, and she throws it away over in the left corner.
You know, I'll tell you something about this Baptist Prep team, and I think this goes to the inexperience we talked about in the pregame show, but they don't seem disciplined. I mean, how many turnovers have they had tonight? 5, 6 already?
Yeah, and that comes back to, you know, being under the bright lights and only having one senior. You know, that's what it comes back to.
And she's in foul trouble. She's not even on the court.
Exactly.
They lob it down. Newland backs her way in, feeds it to Betts, off the glass, basket. Nice job there, and a timeout for Coach Smith. 16-6 our score. We're going to hit a break. Stay with us as we come right back. And we're back here out of the timeout. 1:37 to play in quarter number 1. Our Lady Panthers up by 10 early. Their defense has forced a lot of turnovers, and they've looked really good. I don't know what the call is there. Looks like there's a foul. Offensive foul. Moving screen, it looked like, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah, away from the ball, trying to get something done. Just went a little too aggressive.
That was Ellie Bennett. Another turnover. And Kylie Griffin brings it across the timeline for our Lady Panthers. Gives it to Ream. Back it goes Griffin. Cross court feed to Ream. Thought about a three. Lobs it down low. Newland tipped away. Stolen away by Knight. Good defense there from the Eagles. Might have forced that pass a little bit as well. Burnett over on the right wing. Started to drive, but Myatt with great defense. They get it up to Bricker. Near the top of the key. She's kicks it over to Burnett. She pulls the trigger on a three. Off the rim, no good. Newland the rebound, looking to push to Myatt. Feet ahead. Tipped out of play, though. That was Griffin running the floor, but a nice defense there from Sydney Knight. Knocked it out of play. And Baptist Prep's going to have a substitution. Looks like Faith Upshaw's coming into the game, and Sydney Knight will go take a rest.
So what I'm thinking about these fast breaks, JB, they're doing a good job. Baptist Prep is of defending us on the fast breaks, but how long can they keep that up?
With only 8 players.
Exactly, with the 8 players.
Newland on the low block. Jumper won't go, and a board there for Bricker. For the Eagles, 44 seconds to play in quarter number 1. She gives it over to Bennett. Now it goes to Upshaw. Hand off to Burnett. Spin move in the lane. Right-hand floater off the glass and in. Nicely done.
I mean, JB, we will take that shot all day. Now, if she comes back and makes 4 of those, then do not quote me. But we'll take that shot, I think.
Myatt lobs it down low to Newland. Kick it out to Ream. Right wing three. Off the rim, no good. Battle for the board, and the Eagles come out of there with it. That's Slayton. She gives it to Burnett. They're looking to push. Now Burnett brings it back out, kicks it up top of the key to Bricker. Ashton Hopper out on her. They give it to Upshaw. Starts to drive, ball nearly knocked away by Myatt. They get it to Slayton, out to Burnett. She pulls the trigger on a three, and she buries it right before the buzzer. 16-11 our score after 1 quarter of play, and we'll be back with the start of the second quarter right after this. And we're back here just about ready to start quarter number 2. Emma Ream led all scores in the first quarter with 8 points. Riley Myatt and Kylie Griffin both had 3, and Alex Newland had 2 to end the scoring for our Lady Panthers. Upshaw with it now for the Eagles. Gives it to Slayton, top of the key. Knight nearly lost the basketball. Now good defense there from Griffin up top. She's going to have to get rid of it. Ball tipped away. Not sure what the call is.
Timeout.
She's got a timeout off. Wow.
Smart call there.
She got Coach Smith got that off just in the nick of time too, because Knight nearly had her pocket picked.
Yeah, it was one of those classic situations. She was looking for the pass before she had the ball, dropped it, and then we went after it and played some hard defense. Almost got the ball, but that was a smart move from their coach, Coach Smith. So,
Carly Reynolds will be in the game now for our Lady Panthers. For Baptist Prep, their leading scorer is Hope Burnett. She's got 7. Ellie Bennett's got 2, and Sydney Knight's got a pair as well to give them their 11 points here. With 7:40 to play in quarter number 2, Sydney Knight with the basketball. Tries to lob it down low, but overthrew everybody. Out of play, another turnover.
Trying to make something out of nothing. That's what our defense is going to thrive off of there, is trying to make them make passes like that. If
you're Baptist Prep, you can't have unforced turnovers like that either. It wasn't necessarily – they forced her into it. She just overthrew everybody.
Exactly.
Myatt's with it now in the right corner for our Panthers. Lobs it down to Newland, but it's tipped away and stolen. Sydney Knight brings it up for the Eagles. Upshaw, left wing, ball fake. Top of the key to Knight. Griffin playing tight defense out on her. Knight starting to drive. Ball's tipped away. Scramble for it. Slayton's got it for the Eagles, but Reen came out of there with it. She feeds it to Griffin on the other end. Basket counts, and it's 18-11. Nice play by Kylie Griffin running the floor.
I think we're starting to see a little bit of fatigue, a little bit of inexperience here from Baptist Prep.
18-11 with 6:45 to play until halftime. Slayton with the basketball for the Eagles. Gives it up top of the key now. That's Sandage. Feeds it over to Knight over the left wing. Griffin playing tight defense. Stepped out on the baseline, though, and another turnover. And Hope Burnett's coming back into the game for the Lady Eagles, and Upshaw will take a seat.
You know, guys, I'm curious, with a shorter bench, do these refs kind of go into the game thinking we need to probably call less fouls tonight? Not that I'm complaining about it one bit. I think there have been things missed both ways, and I'm fine with it. I like the fast pace of the game.
Right.
But it kind of makes me think if they do that on purpose, thinking that Baptist Prep has that short bench.
You know, it's a good point. I've never really thought about it, but I guarantee you there's probably a little bit that goes into that, no question.
Yeah, and it's no cheap shots or anything. It's probably just, you know, hey, we're going to do it both sides, play a little bit, let it be a physical game, you know, and that's not bad.
Reynolds, top of the key, and she buries a three. How about that from Carly Reynolds? It's 21-11. Sydney Knight brings it ahead for the Lady Eagles. Griffin playing great defense out on her. Ream knocks that one out of play, though. Good defense again. We're smothering them on the defensive end. It's been tough for Baptist Prep to find some open lanes and find open open players.
Again, you know, a limited bench and a young bench at that, a young starting five even, is really going to hurt you whenever you have a defensive team like us with quick, active hands coming at you in your face under the bright lights. It's tough, you know.
Sydney Knight missed the jumper, but there's going to be a foul. Looks like on Kylie Griffin. That's her first. Should be on the floor, though, and so Baptist Prep will inbound on the baseline. Looks like that's Brigger to inbound. Clock's running. Going to have to get in quick. She'll find Knight, top of the key. Over it goes to Sandage. Ball fake. Now she drives. Spin move in the lane. Right hand off the glass. Found it. Nice play from Sandage, and it's 21-13. Ream on the other end. Euro step. Draws the contact. Couldn't finish, but she's going to the free throw line. See who the foul was on. Looks like that's on Bennett. That's her second personal foul. And Emma Ream heads to the free throw line for a pair. First free throws off the back of the iron, too strong.
Gotta hit her free throws.
Just free throws, I feel like, are something that plagues the Greenbrier Panthers in general. I feel like our boys and our girls both struggle with that.
If the football team could shoot free throws, we'd probably be struggling on that team, too.
Ream gets the second one to go, though. She's got 9. As Liv Slayton entered the game for our Lady Eagles on that free throw sequence, and looked like Bennett took a seat. Might be a little injured over there. They're taking a look over at Bennett. Hope she's okay. As Knight tries to drive, kicks it out to Sandage over in the left corner. Newland playing out on them, or playing out on her. They're playing man-to-man still. Burnett with the basketball. She's been their biggest producer on the offensive end. Spin move near free throw line, lobs it out. It goes to Bricker. Down low, Slayton. Spin move, left hand off the glass. Got it. Nice play there from Slayton. Her first points of the night.
Man, that deep post has been Baptist Brett's bread and butter so far. They got to keep hitting that. I mean, we got to defend that better.
They get it down low, Newland. Turnaround, jump shot, off the glass and in. Nice play from Newland.
A little Kobe Bryant move down low, a little Dirk Nowitzki. Okay.
That's her fourth point of the night. What's the call there?
Oh,
I don't think she stepped out. I think she stepped out onto the court before she passed the ball in, and they called it.
Oh, no.
Gotcha, so it's a turnover.
Yeah.
That's another unforced error. Griffin inbounds to Newland, you bet.
Turn it into points.
Turnaround jumper. That's her 6th point of the night.
I want to see Newland get aggressive on the defensive end. She's been scored on a few times in a row now on that block, so she's got to get down there, get aggressive, and play like the team leader that she is, on defense.
Burnett with the basketball. Upshaw now top of the key. Ream out on her. Can't find anybody. Has to hand it off to Burnett. She drives through the lane, throws it up.
Ooh.
Shot won't go, but she's going to the line.
Now
Took the foul's on Riley Myatt. That's her second.
Oh, okay.
And Ashton Hopper's going to the scores table to check in after this first free throw from Hope Burnett.
Well, JB, I was about to complain because I thought it was on Newland. She reached out, went for the ball. I thought they were calling on that one. I did not know it was on Myatt. So, again, always come back to the refs on the floor,
Burnett makes the front end of the first free throw. She leads their team with 8 points. Trying to knock down the second free throw, and she does. Griffin brings it across the timeline for our Lady Panthers. Ream pulls up 3, off the rim, no good. Battle for the board. Griffin's in there with the offensive board. Ream, free throw line extended, won't go. Battle for the board. Sandage had it, but she threw it right to Ream. Looks like they're going to call Ream with a double dribble, though, after the steal. So they trade turnovers. Baptist Prep will have the basketball with 4:04 to play until halftime in a 26-17 ball game. Hope Burnett brings it up for the Lady Eagles. Lady Panthers still out in that man-to-man. I'll tell that. They might have switched to a zone. Jumper. That's a 3 on the edge there from Burnett. Nicely done. She's got 12. Fast break on the other end. Griffin, though. She kicks it up to Ream. Top of the key. Reynolds. Left corner. 3. You bet. That's her second one tonight, guys. Reynolds pulling the trigger and knocking it down.
Trading threes, JB. This feels like a Warriors game. My goodness.
29-20.
Outdated reference.
Teams wish they could shoot 3-pointers like the Warriors do. Or I
Or
guess
used
did.
to. Used to.
Wow, good job there. Turnover there from Knight. Shuffled her feet before the shot. And another turnover there for the Lady Eagles. 29-20 with 3:18 to play until halftime. Griffin Gets it ahead to Ream. Knight out up top on her. Ream thought about a three, hands it off to Griffin. Coming around the edge, she drives through the lane, out to Reynolds again for a three, and she knocks down another one.
3 for 3.
Carly Reynolds is on fire. That's her third three tonight. She's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc, 9 points. My goodness.
Yeah, JB, I mean, they're going to have to come out of a zone. I think the reason Coach Smith wants them in a zone is because it's a little easier. You don't have to run as much. You don't have to play as aggressive, which will keep your girls fresh for longer. But they're going to have to switch to a man-to-man if we keep shooting like this. And the reason we're shooting like this, obviously we have good shooters, but it's because we're passing the ball so well. We're getting wide-open shots because that's, you pass all the way around the arc, and it gets the zone out of place, especially with young players, especially with tired players, and it creates wide-open shots like that one where even our best shooters are left wide open.
Well, if you look at Baptist Prep, they have one really lone, huge contributor. That's Hope Burnett. She's got 12 points. And then after that, Bricker's got 2, Knight's got 2, Bennett's got 2, and Slayton's got 2. For our Lady Panthers, Carly Reynolds and Emma Ream both lead the team with 9 points apiece. Kylie Griffin's got 5, Alex Newland's got 6, and then Riley Myatt's put in 3.
What I've seen is that we opened the 3-ball back up. We had it in the beginning, but then it kind of went away because they knew what we were doing, and so then Newland started scoring inside, opened that 3-ball back up. You got to get the in and out game. The in game, the down low game opens up the threes, and the threes open up the down low game.
Sydney Knight bringing it across the timeline for the Lady Eagles out of the timeout. Kylie Griffin out on her. They get it over to Burnett. Hopper playing good defense on her. Spin around, shot through the lane, no good. Battle for the board. Looks like Newland tipped it out, though. It's the right call.
Yeah.
Good call.
I think so. I don't think Newland liked that.
No, I mean, I think if you're a player, a lot of times, even if you know what's out on you, you don't like to admit it. They get a nice inbound to Slayton, but blocked by Reynolds. She's having a game. Outlet pass to Ream through the lane. Shot up, won't go. Blocked, though. Battle for the board. And nicely done by Upshaw. She comes out of there with it. Going to call a jump ball. It's a good call.
Yeah.
Alternating possession. Looks like it's going to stay with Greenbrier. How about Carly Reynolds, though? Getting a big block there on the other end off the inbound.
Great block.
Hit down 3 triples as well. And on the baseline, the inbound to Ream. Griffin, it goes to right corner, drives through the lane, shuffled the feet, and she traveled.
Man, JB, I was literally just about to say she got away with it. That's the classic. Everybody does it from time to time. It's hard to do because you grab the ball, you want to make a move, but you don't dribble first. In the NBA, it's actually legal. You can take 2 or 3 steps before you dribble. 2 steps before you dribble, but not at the high school level.
They just let you do what you want at the professional level. Turnaround shot there from Slayton underneath. She's got 4. Cuts the Lady Panther lead to 10. Kylie Griffin with the basketball now, top of the key, kicks it over to Ream. Looked in the corner, but Hopper wasn't there. Reynolds lobs it down low to Newland. Slayton on her. Newland, turnaround jump shot, no good. Battle for the board. Hopper's there, and she puts it back up and in. That's
Great
Hopper's
position.
First points of the game. A good offensive board. And Sydney Knight brings it across the timeline for the Eagles. Gets it out to Burnett. Deep 3 right wing, no good. Battle for the board. Reynolds has got it. Nicely done. Griffin's got the basketball, looking to push. She brings it up quick. Now she brings it out to Reynolds. Passes a little bit too far to the right, and that's going to be a turnover.
Man, turnovers have been the talk of this game. I mean, both sides, you can see in the scoring column, which team has more turnovers, but it's been the talk of the game so far. Lots of turnovers.
Hope Burnett with the basketball now for the Lady Eagles. She got lost out in space, and she knocks down a jumper.
That was just a complete defensive breakdown. Coach Edmondson knows it. Just complete defensive breakdown. Can't have that.
You got to communicate. Were they in the zone there, and it was a switch?
Well, I think Hopper got a screened on, and no one gave some help defense there.
Exactly. In that case, you have to talk. You have to yell help, and then the help has to come, though, which I'm not sure which fell apart there, but it's got to be a call for help, and then the help has to come.
On the miss, though, Ream lob down. Newland off the glass. She got it. Active hands again off the defensive board there for Baptist Prep, but our Lady Panthers, Ream knocked it away and kept the possession alive. Burnett on the other end for the Lady Eagles. That's a reach-in foul on Hopper.
Yeah, that one's an easy call.
Yeah, no question. She cut off her whole drive to the basket. And you could either get reach-in or a blocking foul, really. As Faith Upshaw will take a seat. Looks like Allie Bricker comes into the game for the Lady Eagles, and she'll be into inbound. Gets it into Sandage, and they'll push it over to Sydney Knight now for the Eagles. 36-24 with 29 seconds to play until halftime. Burnett, nice spin move through the lane, couldn't finish, and Carly Reynolds the rebound. Gets it ahead to Griffin. Kicks it out to Ream. She pulls up on a three, and she knocks down another one. 39-24 on a big triple there from Ream. 9 seconds until halftime. Sydney Knight with it over to Burnett. Drives through the lane, shot up, left hand, got it. 3 seconds to go. Newland to inbound, gets it to Griffin. Half court heave, and just a little bit too far to the right. Looked good for a second there, fellas.
Yeah.
But that's how the half will end. 39-26 our score. Lady Panthers up by 13. We're going to hit a break. When we come back, we'll look at the first half stats. Stay with us. All right, we're back here inside of halftime, about 4.5 minutes from the second half. We're going to go over some first half statistics a little bit. For our Lady Panthers, Emma Ream led our Lady Panthers in scoring with 12 points. Carly Reynolds had 3 triples. She was right behind her with 9. Alex Newland had 8. Kylie Griffin came in with 5 points. Riley Myatt had 3 in the first half, and Ashton Hopper off the bench gave us a couple. Michaela Betts was in foul trouble early, so she didn't get in the scoring column at all. And in fact, she's been on the bench most of the first half due to foul trouble. If we look quickly to Baptist Prep, their leading scorer is by far Hope Burnett. She leads all scorers with 16. And then you look, Liv Slayton's got 4. Ellie Bennett, Sydney Knight, and Maddie Sandage all have 2 points. And that's it for them. Burnett really has, for the most part, kept their team in the game. She's got 16 coming in, done really well. Something that's really plagued them is Katie Vaden has been on the bench. She's the lone senior. She was in foul trouble early. She has not really played a factor at all. Neither her nor Michaela Betts have really factored in the game in the scoring column because of foul trouble. If you're Greenbrier, that's okay. Obviously, Michaela Betts is good. You want her out there, but you at least have a bench. Baptist Prep does not have that luxury. They've got 8 players. We've mentioned that a couple times throughout the night. And your lone senior is the one that's in most foul trouble. You're going to struggle, and that's exactly what we've seen tonight, guys.
Yeah, exactly. The inexperience has really showed up. You see it in 2 places. You see it in the fouls. You see it in the turnovers. And those are 2 things that will really drastically change a basketball game. I think if they don't have as many turnovers as they have, I mean, we've turned them into points. So if they don't have as many turnovers as they have, this is a very close game. And that might sound obvious, but that's just the inexperience playing through. I mean, and then one senior sitting on the bench because of foul trouble. I think it's because she's trying to do too much for Baptist Prep because she's the only senior. You know, she's trying to lead this team because there's nobody else to really go to, and she's ended up in the foul column for it and ended up on the bench. So what I'm going to want to see from this second half is kind of not really a change in pace. I kind of want to see the pace kind of stay the same from Coach Edmondson. I just want to see him kind of hammer in discipline in this halftime and be like, guys, just chill out, play hard, but be careful with your hands because we're getting a lot of fouls, and be careful where you throw the ball. Be very, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Smart.
Selective?
Smart, yeah. Just smart with your passes. Move quick, move fast, get them off balance because they will get off balance because, again, they're inexperienced and there's not many of them, so they're tired. But just be smart about where you pass the ball.
You know, Mike, one thing I think that's been really good for the Lady Panthers tonight is their passing. I think we've been passing the ball well, and that spreads the floor out even more. I think we've had a couple of good cross-court passes even, a couple of good lead passes on a couple of transitions, and I just think our passing tonight has overall been really, really good, and that sucks the defense staff to play closer on the three-point line, and it leaves Alex Newland open down low. And if they're covering up Alex Newland because she's making shots, it leaves the three-point line open.
Exactly, and I was talking about it, earlier. The in-and-out game is key for us because we have the in-and-out game,
yeah.
Which a lot of teams can't say. We have Alex Newland down low, and we've got shooters outside. And what we did a really good job of, like I said, towards the end of the first half, is we've been spreading it around the arc really fast. Quick passes around the arc, gets the defense out of place, the zone out of place, and creates wide-open shooters. Like I was saying, even our best shooters were wide open, which shows you something. That tells you something. Whenever your best shooters are wide open, that shows you're making the right passes, and you're passing quick, smart passes around the arc.
Guys, how about Carly Reynolds, though?
Yeah.
Coming in, I mean, goodness gracious, she's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. She had 3 threes that were just, right all in a row there in the second corner that kind of, it really was a big shot in the arm for our Lady Panthers. Kind of hit Baptist Prep pretty hard because they've been really covering the 3 decently well. It came at a time, it sent us on a big run, and that's why we've got a 13-point lead is because of Carly Reynolds.
Yeah, and she's done a good job of transitioning that energy on defense as well. She's had a couple really nice blocks. She's played hard on defense, played quick, and again, she's transitioned those 3 balls over to the defensive end energy-wise and really brought some good energy to our defense. And I think she'll start here on the second half. We'll see, though. Nope, she's going to sit the bench, but she'll come in, be kind of a 6-man for us in the second half.
So to start the second half, our Lady Panthers will go with Kylie Griffin, Michaela Betts, Emma Ream, Riley Myatt, and Alex Noonan, the starting five. And for the Lady Panthers, the Lady Eagles, it'll be Sydney Knight, Ellie Bennett, Maddie Sandage, Hope Burnett, and Liv Slayton. A little different look than their starting five. We're underway. They get it out to Burnett, left corner. She's dribbling now. Dribbles top of the key, pulls up, buries another three. She is going to be a player you're going to have to lock down. She's got 19. And Griffin with it on the other end for our Lady Panthers. They get it to Ream DeBetts, who's now in the game. Like to see her get some action here in this second half after she got in foul trouble early in the first half. Ream with the basketball now. Over to Mike. Down low it goes, Newland. Turnaround, jump shot. Got it. Alex Newland.
Oh, good defense.
She's into double digits now as well.
That was a beautiful pass. I believe from Myatt. I think so. It might have been Ream. Great pass, though.
41-29 with 7:07 to play in quarter number 3. Sydney Knight drives through the lane, lost the handle, gets it back though, kicks it out to Burnett. They try to lob it down low to Sandage. Out it goes to Knight. Griffin playing good defense. Lob it back down and go for Sandage again. Shots up, big block from Newland, but they're also going to get her for a foul. That's her first.
That's tough. You know, they're not going to, that's not on the hand where she blocked the ball. That's on her body, kind of being up in her space. I really like that block. I like the aggression. Just, you know, call from the ref, you know.
Sandage at the free throw line, knocks down the first one. Missed the second free throw. And Ream will bring it up for Lady Panthers. Over it goes to Griffin, to Betts, to Myatt now. They give it off Ream, over to Betts, left wing. Back it goes, top of the key to Ream. To Myatt, shot won't go, but Newland the offensive board, puts it back up with the right hand. And Alex Newland's got 12. Sydney Knight brings it up for the Lady Eagles. Lady Panthers up by 13. Little crossover dribble. Knight drives through the lane, right hand. Little finger roll off the glass. Knight with the bucket. And our Lady Panthers will bring it up now. Griffin gets it out to Betts. Over it goes to Riley Myatt. Ream now, and they'll start it over. To Griffin, to Betts in the corner. And they're going to get a push down low. Looks like that's Slayton. Indeed it is. That's Slayton's first. It's just the second team foul for Baptist Prep. And Kylie Griffin will inbound on the baseline. They got it to Myatt. Out high, Myatt drives through the lane. Right-hand layup. Got it. Myatt drives through the lane. She's got 5. And our Lady Panthers are up by 13 again. Sydney Knight with the basketball for the Lady Eagles. She gives it over to Burnett. Burnett drives. Baseline, big block though by Newland. Going the other way. Myatt looking to push. Now she slows it down a little bit. Kicks it over. Right corner 3. Griffin! And she knocks it down. And a timeout for Coach Smith and a big triple from Kylie Griffin. She's got 8 tonight. And our Lady Panthers have their biggest lead of the night at 16. It's 48-32.
Great energy from our Lady Panthers. Again, they're playing quick on defense, quick hands, and Alex Newland is just taking over this game on both ends of the floor. I love it.
Guys, I know that y'all weren't here the last couple of years watching these girls play, but this is a team that I've never seen before. Coach Edmondson really turned these girls around, and he's got them to believe. You know, they believe that they can win these games. They believe they can play at that high level, and they are. They really are playing at that high level. And it's really neat to see, like, all the hard work that they've put in to get to where they're at now. And they've been playing really, really good basketball.
Yeah, and I've been really impressed with their chemistry as well. They seem to all be on the same page, which you love to see in a basketball team. You kind of have to have in a basketball team if you're going to be successful. So great chemistry there, and Alex Newland's just taking over.
Well, our Lady Panthers have looked good. What you'd like to see, I think, here in this second half is somehow figuring out a way to slow down Hope Burnett. She's got 19 for them. She leads all scorers. And she's been, I mean, really a force to be reckoned with for them. She's been tough to stop.
Yeah, she's got more than half of her points, which tells you something.
Sydney Knight brings it up for the Lady Eagles. They're needing some points quick. Lob down low, stolen away. Ream out of there with it. Kicks it out to Myatt. Myatt, corner to Griffin. Little bounce pass. Left wing three from Ream. Off the front of the rim, no good. Sandage the rebound for the Lady Eagles, and they bring it up now with Sydney Knight. Knights hands it off. It goes to Bennett. Ball stolen away. Betts out of there with it. She's going all the way, other end. Shot won't go, but she's fouled by Sandage. And Michaela Betts is headed to the free throw line. That's the first foul tonight from Maddie Sandage. And Michaela Betts an opportunity to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. She does. Knocks down the first free throw.
Is that seriously her first shot made?
She has 0.
Oh
She
my
got in
goodness.
foul trouble early, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Second free throw up from Betts. Off the front of the rim. No good, but Newland, the offensive board, puts it back up and in. That's 14 for Newland, and our Lady Panthers are up by 19. Hope Burnett brings it up now for the Eagles, and they're going to get a blocking foul. Oh, it's a moving screen, looks like. Wow. That's on Sandage, and it's going the other way. Another turnover for the Lady Eagles. When you're down by 19, you really don't have a lot of room for error.
You don't, JB.
Kylie Griffin brings it up, hands it off to Myatt, to Ream. No one came out high on her. Thought about a three. They get it to Griffin. Betts drives, kicks it out to Myatt. Thought about a three. Now they lob down to Newland. Backs her way in, off the glass. You bet. That is cash money every time for Alex Newland. She's got 16.
You are not wrong, JB. That's her shot right there, that low block.
Burnett with a basketball. Sandage got the screen. Didn't move that time. And Burnett, right wing, looking for some help. Behind the back dribble. Gets a screen from Sandage. Pulls up three. Off the rim, no good. Battle for the board. Ream comes out of there with it. Lady Panthers up by 21, trying to add more. Myatt, left wing, lob down low, Newland. Turnaround, jump stop. You got to be kidding me. Newland with a nice move again. Step back fader, and it's 18 for Newland. Burnett on the other end, spin move through the lane, threw it away. And our Lady Panthers are looking to run away, up by 23 right now, 55-32.
I think what we're seeing here is you've got each team's best offensive option. Alex Newland for us, and for them it's
Hope Burnett.
Hope Burnett, that's right. Hope Burnett, and the difference is Hope Burnett, she's got nobody to pass to right now. Her team's not really helping her out, whereas Newland's got anybody she wants to pass to, so she has that freedom. Makes shots a lot easier.
Michaela Betts with the basketball now across the timeline for our Lady Panthers. She starts to drive, gives it off to Newland through the lane, right hand layup. She got it. She's the first player into the 20 range. She's got 20 tonight.
She's really getting whatever she wants to get.
I mean, she is having her way on the low block. Pass down low. Ream knocked it away. Or rather, that's Ashlyn Newton, rather. Newton into the game. That's her foul.
What I should have said was she has options if she wanted to pass, because we're hitting those threes. They have to defend the threes. Whereas on this end, we know who's going to shoot for Baptist Prep. Whereas on our end, all five of us can score,
Sandage with the basketball for the Eagles. Backs her way in. Jerry with a nice help defense, and the Eagles throw it away. It's going to be backcourt out of bounds. I was about to say, I thought it might be tipped.
Both.
It's a turnover nonetheless, and the Eagles are racking up on the TO margin right now. As Michaela Betts gets the inbounds, they get it to Myatt, to JoJo Jerry. Lob down low, Newland. Nice pass to Betts, but couldn't keep the handle, and she throws it up and in, though. Nice recovery from Michaela Betts. She's got 3 tonight. And our Lady Panthers are looking to run away. They are up by 27. Here in quarter number 3, Knight picked up her dribble. Didn't mean to. Going to have to get rid of it, and she finds Burnett near the timeline. Myatt playing defense out on her. Burnett drives through the lane. Might have got away with the travel. Going to call a foul first, though. And I'm not sure who the foul's going to be on.
Yeah, just grabbing for the ball. Could have been a travel if we weren't grabbing her arm while she was going. But good call from the ref
She
there.
probably would have shot the ball, too.
True.
Before she traveled.
There's positives and negatives.
Well, Burnett knocks down the first free throw. And Victoria Corker coming into the game now for our Lady Panthers. Her older brother, I'm good buddies with him, Mark Corker. He played for our He played for our Panthers a few years back. That's his younger sister.
And I know her next older brother.
Do you?
I graduated high school with him.
Oh. Basketball runs in the family. They're good.
They are, yeah.
Michaela Betts with the basketball. JoJo Jerry now. Back it goes to Betts. To Ashlyn Newton. Good to see some of the younger players in. They lob it down low. Newland couldn't make that one. Battle for the board out of bounds off of JoJo Jerry. She battled for the basketball. Oh, they're going to call a foul.
Oh, really?
They're going to call Jerry with her first foul. That's the 5th team foul, I believe, on our Lady Panthers. Well, they say it's just the 4th, so we'll go with that. Hope Burnett with the basketball now, and down by 25. They get it out to Vaden, who's back in the game. Down low, Slayton off the glass, lays it in. And Michaela Betts brings it up across the timeline for our Panthers. Out it goes to JoJo Jerry. To Newton now. Over in the corner it goes to Betts. Nearly travel with the basketball, able to maintain the pivot foot.
Gotta have help.
Got a double team on the trap there on the edge. Battle for the ball. Newton's got it. And Coach Edmondson, I think, called a timeout.
Correct.
It's a good timeout. We were just completely out of place, and what you see there whenever they're bringing that pressure is you have to keep moving. You cannot, as a teammate, stand where you are because the defense is going to get in front of you. You have to keep moving. That was just a signature showing of having our feet in cement there. So good timeout here. He's going to kind of calm them down, get them back out there, get our pace reset again, and keep our hand on the throttle here.
59-36 with 2:10 to play. We're going to hit a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. And we're back out of the timeout. Michaela Betts with the basketball. Over it goes to JoJo Jerry now. Ashlyn Newton. Lob down. Newland. Little spin move through the lane. Couldn't get the shot, but Betts battles for the rebound. Gives it out to Corker out high. Back it goes to Betts. And they'll start it over. Not what you want if you're Baptist Prep down by 23 and you're trying to climb back in it. Newton now to JoJo Jerry. Lob down to Newland. And she got another one.
I mean, at this point, she's what, double, triple teamed? She's still making those.
She cannot be stopped on the low block.
Oh,
She's
man.
got 22, leads all scores. Holt Burnett's got 21. She's got the basketball now for the Eagles. They lob down to Slayton. Turnaround shot. A tip pass goes right to, I believe that's Ellie Bennett. Worked out perfectly for the Eagles. And it's 61-38. Betts, they try to go down low to Newland, but Burnett was ready. Bennett on the break to Burnett. Couldn't make the layup, but Bennett trailed the play and cleaned up the mess. Cuts the lead to 21, 61-40 with a minute to play in quarter number 3. Newland gets a screen out high for Betts. They give it over to Newland. Corner to Jerry, tries to lob it down low for Newland again amongst the trees, and she's fouled. It's either going to be on Slayton or Bennett. Looks like it's going to be on Bennett.
Yeah, I mean, I understand you want to feed your player that's going off right now, your bell cow, so to speak. But you got to get it more in rhythm. You can't just come down. First pass is to her. You've got to kind of pass her, which we were doing at the beginning of the half. We were doing that at the beginning of the third quarter. It's kind of how we've dominated the third quarter. But we were kind of moving into just passing straight down low, one pass, and then letting her do work. And that's kind of not panning out because they're double teaming her, and it's not going to work forever.
Well, after Newland missed both free throws, Baptist Prep on the other end throws it away on the sideline. And Michaela Betts will inbound now for our Lady Panthers with 47 seconds to play in quarter number 3. And Greenbrier's up by 21. Michaela Betts, little skip pass out. It goes to Newton in the corner. Tried to feed it to Newland.
There it is.
They're figuring it out a little bit, though.
We've got to feed it around the arc more and see if it's open. If it's not, go to what was working early on, our 3-ball.
Driving through the lane is Vaden. They give it off to Bennett through the lane. Throws up a prayer. Won't go. Corker the rebound. Leads it out for Betts on the other end. Lays it up. Basket counts, and she's going to the line.
That's a great out-lead pass right there. Just hit her in strides like Patrick Mahomes right there. I mean, it's just a really great pass.
Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill right there for the bucket.
think the foul was on Allie Bricker. And Betts completes the three-point play to extend the lead to 24. Hope Burnett brings it across the timeline for the Lady Eagles. They're going to hold for the final shot of quarter number 3. She drives through the lane. I thought she was. Nice move with the left hand. 5 seconds to go. Burnett knocked it down. Going to have to get the shot off quick. Half-court heave from Betts. No good. And that's how quarter number 3 will end. 64-42. Lady Panthers are up by 22. 3 quarters of basketball are in the books. We're going to hit a break. When we come back, fourth quarter action. Stay with us. And we are back here on the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. The fourth quarter of action here in our Lady Panthers matchup against Baptist Prep. They're up by 22. And Emma Ream to start the fourth quarter comes in, guns a-blazing, buries a 3. She's got 15 on the night, and our Lady Panthers are up by 25. Sydney Knight gives it in to Upshaw, tries to lob it down low for Sandage. Nice move through the basket, couldn't make the shot, but Hopper pulls down the board. She kicks it out to Griffin. Griffin across the timeline. Ream left wing, thought about a 3. Passed on it to Reynolds for a 3, no good, but nice offensive board from Griffin. Behind the back dribble, tipped away, and Griffin maintains possession. Gives it to Reynolds. She'll pull another 3. That one's too strong off the backboard, no good. Hopper. Great aggression to try to go chase down the board, but it was Sandage for the Eagles who pulled it down. Knight on the other end gives it to Upshaw for the Eagles. Spin move through the lane. Ball tipped away, stolen by Ream. Another turnover. Ream throws it ahead for Myatt on the other end. A nice feed, and Myatt finishes with a right hand. Goodness gracious. And a timeout, looks like, for Coach Smith. They're going to get a couple players back into the game. Hope Burnett comes into the game now, and so will Ellie Bennett. Looks like Sandage is going to take a seat with another little bit of an injury. Goodness gracious. Sanders is having some issues on the edge. That's happened a couple of times now. We hope she's okay. She was injured a little bit in the first half as well, guys. Hope she's okay. It looks like Upshaw is going to stay on the floor for the Lady Eagles. 27-point Lady Panther lead, though. We're back ready for the action with 6:43 to play in the game. Sydney Knight with the basketball for the Eagles. Myatt tipped the ball away, and they're going to get a foul out high. Looks like Griffin's going to get the foul. That's just her second foul. It's one of those scramble for the basketball fouls, and it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, and you like to see the hustle on defense. You like to see the active hands and the aggression on defense. So, I mean, I'm okay with that foul.
Sure.
It's just getting after the ball, you know.
If you're Coach Edmondson, you're not over there fuming about that.
You're happy to see your team fighting like this up 27 points.
No question about it. Slayton underneath the basket with a little right-hand layup knocks it down. Ream on the other end, though. Nice move to the basket. Tried to feed it down to Hopper. Wasn't ready. They get it out to Griffin, though. Griffin to Reynolds. That'd be a deep 3. I don't think she's going to pull that one. Myatt to Ream. Ream will pull the trigger,
She'll
though.
Pull that one.
And she knocks it down. And our Lady Panthers have broken the 70 mark. They're up big as Ream knocks down the triple. 28-point lead here with 6:11 to play in the basketball game. Knight gives it off to Burnett. Drives through the lane. Lost the handle. Griffin, nice defense, tipped it off of Burnett. A little bit out of control, and she knocked it out of play. And it looks like JoJo Jerry and Victoria Corker will come into the game now for our Lady Panthers. Oh, and Ashlyn Newton as well. Myatt, Ream, and Griffin all take a seat. And JoJo Jerry will bring it up. They get it out to Reynolds. Nice cross-court feed to Corker. She pulls up the 3, and she buries it. And Corker's in the scorer's column now as well with a big three on the left wing. 75-44. Lady Panthers up by 31. They try to lob down low. Slayton battle for it. Looks like they're going to get a jump ball. Carly Reynolds and Slayton were battling for it. Possession arrow will stay with Baptist Prep, though. And they'll have it down on the baseline. Upshot, inbound. Nearly threw it away. Knight was at the right place, though, to retrieve it near the timeline. JoJo Jerry playing defense out high. Now they get a switch off to Corker over there. Upshaw with the basketball, and Newton's with her. She drives through the lane, throws up a shot. No good offensive board, though. Nicely done, Bennett. Didn't box out down low. Bennett found an opening, got the board. Couldn't get the putback, but she's going to the line for a couple of free throws. That's a foul on Carly Reynolds. Just her first foul of the game. And Ellie Bennett.
Sorry, JB. Last thing we want right now is some easy free throws right here. I mean, I don't know if there's enough time to come back, but looks like
there is a continuous clock on at this point.
I think that's part of the mercy rule. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it was mercy rule yet.
Free throws up and good for Bennett. She's got 7 for the Eagles. Lady Panthers up by 30 with 4:45 to play. And JoJo Jerry, corner feed to Corker, thought about a three, but she brings it out high. Jerry with it now, over to Newton. To Reynolds, tipped away by Knight, though, and Reynolds retrieves it. Gives it to Corker, cross-court feed, nearly stolen. JoJo Jerry, though, pulls on the three, a little too strong, but Corker's there for an offensive board, and they'll reset it up, and then Reynolds just threw it right to Burnett. Burnett's with the basketball there off the turnover. She drives, other end, left-hand layup, got it to go. My goodness, Burnett with a nice play there with the left hand. Did a great job, and she's got 23 tonight. Newton on the other end gives it over to Corker. Corker bounce pass to Reynolds right wing rather. Jerry lobs it down low for Hopper. Turnaround, jump shot, rattles around the rim and drops home. Nice play there from Hopper. That's her 4th point of the night. And Hope Burnett on the other end. Got the basketball for the Eagles over in the right corner. Now she drives top of the key. Hopper playing strong defense out on her, though. She's on lockdown. Burnett trying to drive through the lane, throws up another one. My goodness, that's tough to stop that. That's where you want to be on the defensive end, but Burnett's hanging and hitting.
Yeah, she's been torching us. We're just lucky she's the only one.
JoJo Jerry gets it out to Corker to Newton. Ashlyn Newton pulls up three, and she buries it. That's the first basket of the night for Newton. Right corner three, nicely done, and our Lady Panthers have hung 80. Throw down low, stolen by Newton. I don't know where that one was to. Katie Vaden falls down for the Eagles, and it looks like we got a timeout for Coach Edmondson. They're going to get a couple more players in. Looks like Callias, Izzy Carson, and Kimball are coming into the game.
This will be the first minutes that we see from them.
It's going to be really good for them.
Yeah, that we've seen all year, yeah. Callias is a sophomore. Riley Kimball, Ashlyn Newton, JoJo Jerry, and Izzy Carson are all sophomores, guys, to my knowledge. Yeah.
You know, I'm glad we're back in the booth, guys. It's been about 2 weeks of resting, but I have definitely missed being up here with you guys. It's good to be back.
No question about it. It's been fun. You know, from, football games to calling volleyball, I feel like it's been a lot of fun. We've gotten to know each other a lot better than we already had. We have a little too much fun sometimes. There's some stuff that doesn't go on the air that you don't see that we're having fun with, that we kind of roast each other on some stuff here and there. But it's all in fun.
No, JB, Matthew McJunkins is not here right now.
Thank God.
He's in Harrison. The Between the Mats podcast hit the road and went up to Harrison this week.
Undoubtedly, he's not watching this broadcast, so I can say whatever I want about Matt McJunkins. And he probably won't hear about it as long as y'all don't say anything.
Oh, man.
3 minutes to play, and they got it to Callias. Over it goes to Riley Kimball. Kimball throws it out high to Callias. Battle for the ball, but Callias gives it over to JoJo Jerry. Out it goes Carson inside the arc. Jumper, and Carson knocks it down over in the right corner. She's on the board. And the Eagles bring it up now. That's Sydney Knight. Carson out on her. Knight drives through the lane. Right-hand shot won't go. Carson battle for the board. But a nice play there from Vaden amongst the trees, and Carson stole. They're going to call a foul, though. Looks like it might have been away from – oh, they're going to call it on Carson. They're going to call it a hold. That's Carson's first foul. I like to see that, though, the aggression. It's the 7th team foul, and it looks like Vaden's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Continuous clock. I keep forgetting that the clock is continuous. I keep stopping it over here.
Makes your job a little easier, though, doesn't it?
Well, if I can remember that it doesn't stop.
Vaden misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and Callias tracks down the rebound. And JoJo Jerry will bring it across the timeline for our Lady Panthers. Fades it out to Carson for a 3. Could have pulled the trigger, but didn't.
Yeah, shoot it.
Gives it to Kimball, to Callias now top of the key. Newton, they just swung it around the arc. Jerry drives down the lane, though, but they're going to get a block. Looks like that's on Upshaw.
I didn't stop the clock that time, guys.
Attaboy.
Way to go.
I am a few seconds off.
You know what? I am so proud of you.
That's Upshaw's first foul. That's just the 16th foul for the Lady Eagles, though, and so they'll need one more to be in the bonus. Callias on the inbounds. 3, no good. Rebound to Newton, though. Battle for the board. Looks like the Eagles stole it after the rebound. And on the other end, Allie Bricker with a basketball with 1:14 to play in the basketball game. Katie Aiden, 3-ball, too strong. JoJo Jerry the rebound and right in stride. She drives all the way other end. Shots up, no good. A little bit out of control, perhaps. Katie Aiden the rebound for the Lady Eagles. They get it down to Bennett. Through the lane, threw it up. Contact and a foul. Oh, and looks like she's in a little bit of pain after that. Not sure what happened. We hope she's okay. That's Bennett on that shot. Looks like it might be an ankle.
Yeah,
perhaps.
I thought she may have twisted her ankle there.
I'll be honest with you guys. I've had that happen a couple of times playing basketball, and it's no joke. It's usually not too serious if it's just a rolled ankle, but it's never feels good.
No, JB, I've sprained my ankle probably 3 times playing basketball, and it is no fun.
Back whenever I was in 8th grade, the athletic trainer had to tape my ankles before every practice and every game because I rolled them so many times.
Yeah.
He had it. Talon, are you ready? Yeah.
Ankle time.
Goodness.
Oh, man.
And you're still the fastest guy out there.
Oh, my gosh. Not anymore. I've put on a few pounds.
Those
since
days
those
are-
days.
Oh, that's funny. No, I feel you. Well, I'll tell you what. Looks like Bennett's okay. I don't know that she's going to be able to shoot the free throws, though.
Yeah.
Glad to see that she's okay, though. I don't know that they can see it on her screen. I'm not sure, but she was down on the baseline underneath the goal.
Hopefully, hopefully she can come back soon. Looks like that could be a sprain, which would put her out for a couple weeks. But, hopefully for her sake, hopefully she can come back and
Well, I mean,
get to play
even
basketball
Baptist
soon.
Prep's sake, too. I mean, they already
Yeah,
have such a short
true.
bench. They lost 2 players tonight.
Liv Slayton will shoot the free throws, though. She'll get a pair. First one rims out, went halfway down, and then came back out. Second shot from free throw from Slayton is up and good. She gets 1 of 2, and with 20 seconds to play in the basketball game, it looks like our Panthers will probably just dribble it out. Edmondson gives her the signal, and it looks like that is how it's going to end, folks. Ashley Newton with the basketball, 10 seconds to play, but our Lady Panthers are going to move to 5-0 as they win this one 82-50. And the buzzer sounds. Another victory for our Lady Panthers, a 32-point win. We're going to hit a break, and when we come back, we'll have the final stats, the scoring, and then we'll have the boys' basketball game. So stick around and stay with us here on the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Well, we are back here inside of the PAB in the wake of our Lady Panthers, a 32-point win over the Baptist Prep Lady Eagles, 82-50. As we close out that match with the statistics and get head for the boys matchup against Baptist Prep, we look at our leading scorers for our Lady Panthers. My goodness, Alex Newland, 22 points coming in. I mean, she was a force to be reckoned with. She tore it up in the third quarter. She really didn't play much in the fourth quarter because we were up by so much. We didn't really need her. So she led the team with 22. Emma Ream, 18 coming in there as well. Those were the only two players in double digits for our Lady Panthers. After that, Griffin had 8. Riley Myatt put in 7 points. Carly Reynolds had 9. Michaela Betts 6. Ashton Hopper had 4 off the bench. Ashlyn Newton and Victoria Corker both had a couple of triples. They ended with 3 points apiece. And Izzy Carson had a little corner 18-footer. She added 2 points for our Lady Panthers. And if we quickly look at the Baptist Prep Lady Eagles, Hope Burnett led the way. She was the only player in double fixture. She actually led all scorers with 25 points. After that, Liv Slayton had 9. Ellie Bennett had 7. Sydney Knight had 4, and then Maddie Sandage, and that was really it. They only had 5 scores all night. That contributed to a 32-point victory for our Lady Panthers, and that ultimately would be the difference, is the fact that they just really couldn't get any offense going. They had a small bench, got in foul trouble early, and really the turnovers, and so much contributed into their loss. But our Lady Panthers played well defensively, scored a lot, really were active all throughout, and I think that's the most points they've scored all year, 82.
You know, unless I'm mistaken, I believe Baptist Prep is a 3A school.
They are in football, so I'm not positive.
So they're either way, they're a much smaller school. They're not typically playing schools like Greenbrier that's got a lot more depth. You know, their depth is usually matched, and it's usually typically a closer game. So this was a game that was really outside of their field of play, which is going to be a great test for them moving on. Being able to play hard a lot more minutes, a lot longer, playing harder because you're playing against girls that are coming off the bench fresh. And Greenbrier did a great job of never getting slow or draggy whenever they're on top. They kept that steady lead. They kept going. And I think the most impressive part of the entire night for them was their passing. I was really impressed with the way they passed the ball. There was no selfish plays, I felt like. I mean, everyone passed the ball and gave up the rock really well. And then Alex Newland, I mean, what bad thing can you say about her? She had a great game tonight.
Her performance spoke for itself.
For sure. She really dominated on the block. And first half, she wasn't really there. We didn't call her name that much. But I still liked how he pushed the pace in the first half. I think Coach Edmondson's point with the girls was, hey, they got a small team. Let's push them in the first half. Let's run with the ball every chance we get. Push the ball out on every fast break chance we get and get them running. And they were tired towards the end of the game. I mean, it was prevalent how tired they were. And I think that really helped. Obviously, Newland is very talented, but it helps whenever the defenders you're playing against are tired because they've been running so much and they haven't been able to sit down. So Newland took advantage of that in the third quarter, came out at halftime and just completely dominated on the low block. And then, the threes were falling from everybody. And, that's just because they had to be in a zone to at least try their best to stop Newland. And obviously, what gets you out of a zone, what beats a zone? The three ball.
Shoot your way out, yeah.
3 ball. So the in-and-out game was there for us, and whenever that's there and our defense is as solid as it was tonight, it's hard for us to lose.
No question about it. Our Lady Panthers improved to 5-0 on the year, and Baptist Prep drops to 4-3. Our Lady Panthers will have a big test next Tuesday, though, as they host, I believe it's Benton, comes to town, and then Sheridan on Friday. Again, it's going to be a huge task for them, but at least it's going to be a home game. It'll be a lot of fun. Really going to be their biggest test of the year. As we get set for the boys basketball game, we want to remind you at halftime of the boys game, we're going to interview Coach Edmondson and the player of the game. I imagine it will be Alex Newland or Emma Ream. But we are about 3 minutes away from the starting lineups and the tip-off here of our boys matchup. We're going to hit a break, and we come back. We'll have boys basketball. Stay with us. And we are back here inside of the PAV, about a minute away from the starting lineups as we get ready. Baptist Prep comes into this game 4-1. Their only loss came to Fountain Lake. Our Panthers are 2-1 coming into the matchup with a lone loss against Clarksville on Tuesday. We're going to head down to the court for the starting lineups.
First for the visiting Eagles, a sophomore, number 1, Dane Spoon. A senior, number 4, DJ Townsend. A junior, number 10, Jonathan Singleton. A junior, number 15, Ethan Klauser. And a sophomore, number 40, Jack Mercer. The Eagles are coached by Steve Miller, assistant Jordan Washington. And now for your Greenbrier Panthers, a senior, number 5, Bryce Webb. A senior, number 33, Thomas Kendall. A junior, number 45, Bryce Allison. A sophomore, number 3, Jace Dunlap. And a sophomore, number 2, Marcus Robinson. Panthers are coached by Mike Simmons, assistant Caleb Ellison.
Well, we're just about set for the tip-off. Again, our Panthers have different jerseys, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to figure out the numbers, but I think we got it. So for our Panthers, it'll be Bryce Webb, Thomas Kendall, Bryce Allison, Marcus Robinson, and Jace Dunlap will be the 5 starters for our Panthers. For Baptist Prep, they're going to go with Jonathan Singleton, DJ Townsend, Dane Spoon, Ethan Klauser, and Jack Mercer. And the opening tip is going to be won by Townsend. We won the tip, but Townsend chased it down, and just like that, Townsend gets Baptist Prep on the board. They're up 2-0. They come out in a full court press, does the Eagles. Jace Dunlap having struggles. They get a trap. That's almost going to be 10 seconds. They finally get it across, but it's tipped away and stolen by Baptist Prep. And Dane Spoon with it for them. They get it out to DJ Townsend. Baptist Prep out early 2-0. Our Panthers without a shot thus far. They get it to Singleton. Out it goes now to Jack Mercer and over to Townsend on the right wing. Cross-court feed. He threw it away. Trying to get it over to Dane Spoon, but he overthrew everybody. And Bryce Webb will be the trigger man for our Panthers after the turnover. Tries to get it inbounds, and he finds it to Jace Dunlap. Spoon's out on him. They're again out in that. It's more of a full court press, I guess, really.
Kind of a full court man-to-man.
That's what I meant, sorry.
You're good, you're good.
I literally just said press earlier, and I was trying to change what I said. Dunlap with the basketball. Top of the key, drives right wing, gives it over to Webb. Townsend's out on him, picked up his dribble, gives it over to Robinson. If you're just now joining us, 2-0 early here with 6:53 to play in quarter number 1. Dunlap drives, gives it out to Robinson in the corner. Might have got away with the carry. Nope, he didn't. They called it. That's a carry, another turnover. Robinson with the mistake. And
we need to see a little bit more passing, a little bit less dribbling there because they're playing hard defense and they're playing help defense, which is going to immediately negate any dribble drives like that.
Spoon with the basketball now for the Eagles. They get it over to Townsend. Back it goes now to Klauser. Over it goes Singleton. Thought about a 3 to Mercer. Down low it goes. Singleton driving the lane. Shot won't go. Battle for the board, and Webb's got it after the second miss. Cross-court feed it goes now to Robinson. He started to drive, but a nice defense there for the Eagles. That was Mercer to cut off the drive. They get it out now to Dunlap. Over it goes right wing to Webb. Kicks it out. Deep 3. Dunlap pulls up. 3 no good. Off the iron. It'll go out of play. And the Eagles will get the basketball off the miss. 2-0 with 6:07 to play. Only just about 2 minutes are gone, and it's been a low-scoring affair.
That was Curry range. That was a very deep 3.
You're not wrong. It sure was. Singleton with the basketball. They get it over to Klauser. To Spoon. Ball fake through the lane. Left hand missed the layup, though. They're going to get a foul, though, underneath. It's going to be on Greenbrier.
Baptist, Greenbrier's kind of gotten a little lucky. Baptist Prep's been missing a lot of bunnies here early.
They got good moves getting to the basket, just can't finish. Inbounds there. Basket's going to count there. That's a foul on Allison. Jack Mercer with the bucket.
Can't bail them out there. Whenever they get that deep, it's hard that you don't get a foul or a made shot, but you just can't let them get the ball in the first place that deep. That's the problem there.
Shots up, missed the free, though. Couldn't complete the three-point play. Spoon got the board, though. Hands it off to Singleton, and Baptist Prep's up 6-0 early. They come out again in that full-court man. Dunlap trying to bring it across. Now they try to get a trap, but Dunlap beats the press. Gives it over to Webb. They'll slow it down a little bit. Gives it over to Dunlap to Marcus Robinson. Over the right wing. Ball's tipped away and stolen away by Baptist Prep. That was Klauser. Now he loses the hand a little bit, but Robinson trying to play defense out on him. Klauser beats him up the floor. Through the lane. Left-hand layup. Got it. It's a bucket there for Klauser. 8 points for Baptist Prep. They've got 4 players with a couple of points. And Coach Simmons wants a timeout. We'll take the timeout with him. 8-0. Our score. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. And we're back here out of the timeout. 5:21 to play in quarter number 1. Bryce Webb will inbounds out of the timeout for our Panthers. Looks like Reese Jones is in the game now. Webb's trying to inbound. He gets it to Jones. And Jones will bring it up. They're going to get a foul on Singleton, though, near the timeline. Bumped a little bit too much.
There you go. That's how you beat a man-to-man press, JB. Most people think, your teammates got to come help you. No, the way you beat a man-to-man press is one-on-one, dribble drive down the court. Now, if they come with a trap, that's when your teammates have to be ready to help. But on a man-to-man press, you have to beat them with the dribble, one-on-one.
Jack runs it into the game as well, as is Bryce Webb. Tries to lob it down to Jones. Singleton backed him in. Jones trying to get him on the board. Shots up, won't go, but he's fouled. It looks like that's Singleton potentially. That would be his second foul.
Great position from Reese Jones down there. Great position. He was right there. Missed it a little bit. The pass was a little bit late. Otherwise, I think that's points, but we'll take the free throws.
That foul was on Singleton.
Need that. Need it.
Driving to the lane. Shot up, won't go. Battle for the board. Mercer out of bounds with it. Talon, is that Josh Robinson, number 55? We didn't have a roster.
Yes. Josh Robinson is number 55.
Okay.
We lost connection there for a second, but I do believe that we're back now.
Okay, good deal. Hadn't looked good for our Panthers. They are 3 minutes in. They're scoreless. Missed a couple of free throws. They get it down low. DJ Townsend with the left hand puts it in. He's got 4 now for the Eagles. Panthers get it inbounds to Webb. Now he picked up his dribble. Not what you want to do, but runs it open across the timeline. Down it goes. Josh Robinson draws the contact and the foul. That's on Mercer. That's his first. And Josh Robinson has an opportunity to put our Panthers on the board for the first time tonight. First free throw is up. Off the front of the rim, hits the backboard, and slides off the side. Missed that one. Panthers are 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Second free throw from Robinson. Got it. Our Panthers are on the board. It's 10-1. And in now, Ethan Klauser's got the basketball for the Eagles. Over it goes to Townsend. Back to Klauser to Spoon. And that's Gavin Grober in the game now for the Eagles. Gets it to Mercer. Over it goes to Singleton. Pulls up, or to Townsend rather. Pulls up, jumper, knocks it down. It's 12-1. And Runzik brings it across the timeline. Gives it over to Bryce Webb. Over in the corner now it goes to Dunlap. Robinson chased the ball down. Knocked over Klauser while he was at it. Runzik's got the basketball. Backs his man in. Kicks it out to Dunlap. Ball fake. Over to Webb. Thought about a three. Ball fake. 18-footer, jumper, knocks it down. Nicely done by Webb. Created some separation on that one and knocked it down. And Ethan Klauser with the basketball. Gives it over to DJ Townsend to Webb. Down on the low block, they got it to Mercer. Ball's tipped away and stolen, but they're going to get a foul. It's on Webb. That's his first. Oh, they're going to get on Dunlap, rather. So Townsend will inbound on the baseline. He's the trigger man. Trying to get it in. He'll find it up. Top of the key. It goes to Gavin Grober. Over to Spoon. Now it goes to Townsend. Ball fake. Nice move. Little jump stop. 16 feet. Knocks it down. And Townsend's got 8. They're going to get a foul, though, on the other end. That one's going to go against Spoon. That's his first.
It's a good call, JB. Reached in there to go for the ball. Slapped his wrist.
14-3 our score, but DJ Townsend has been tough. He's got 8 early points for the Eagles.
He's killing us down there.
Josh Robinson with the basketball. Gives it over to Reese Jones. Over to Jace Dunlap. Down low, Robinson. Turnaround, spin move in the lane. Shot won't go. Rebound to Klauser, and the Eagles are pushing. They don't really have numbers, though, and so Klauser will bring it out. Gives it over. Free throw line extended to Townsend, and he pulls it back out near top of the key now. Spin move. Now kicks it out to Grober. 3-ball. Left wing. Buries it. Grober's on the board, and it is 17-3. Panthers down by 14. Baptist Prep has come ready to play. And Dunlap with a basketball. Starts to drive, gives it over to Reese Jones. Tries to drive through the line. Ball tipped away, stolen by the Eagles. Klauser's got it. Other end. On the other end, left-hand layup from Klauser. He got it. It's 19-3. Panthers down by 16. They're going to have to get some offense going quick, and they're really not playing good defense either. The points off turnover are not helping at all.
Right, JB.
Well, you know, early in the game, Baptist Prep was missing those bunnies, and then after that, Greenbrier still couldn't get anything going.
Off the miss. Reese Jones chased it down, tipped it away from Klauser, but he stepped out on the baseline, or over on the sideline, rather. It's tough. I mean, that shot there by Dunlap was a little bit forced as well. A deep three. You don't have to shoot your way back into the game, but you've got to play a little bit better defense and quite honestly, better shot selection. Can't turn the ball over. DJ Townsend with the basketball for the Eagles. He's got 8 early points. To get it over to Grober. Back it goes to Townsend as Marcus Robinson's back into the game for our Panthers. He's on Townsend. They give it over to Grober. Klauser 3 left wing, won't go. Battle for the board. It's going to be out of bounds off of Jack Mercer, but my goodness, he got open underneath the lane. Nobody really blocked him out, and Panthers caught a break.
Yeah, right now we can't focus on getting big, crazy, fiery plays. We've got to focus on being consistent and having the fundamentals down, which is fundamental defense like that, blocking out on rebounds, and kind of fundamentally getting ourselves back in this game. We're not going to get ourselves back in with fiery plays. It's got to be with the fundamentals.
You're not going to get yourself back in the game with turning the ball over like Rundick just threw it away. Townsend runs the length of the floor and draws some contact, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Exactly, JB. It is a temptation to do that whenever you're down 19-3, to make big shots, make big passes, but you just can't. You've got to focus on the fundamentals of defense and offense.
Foul was on the floor, so no free throws. Jack Mercer with the basketball now for the Eagles. They get it over to Klauser on the right wing. He starts to drive. Ball's tipped away. Battle for the basketball, and Klauser's got it. Hands it off to Mercer. Right-hand layup. Got it.
I would call a timeout here if I was coach, but
21-3. Down by 18. Not much offensive production. Rundick pulls up 3. Off the side of the iron, no good, and Townsend's got the rebound.
Well, that's pretty much the last thing that you want to do in this situation is just shoot the 3-ball like that.
Because it gives them an automatic, another chance on the other end,
Rundick with a nice board, though. Double dribbled. Oh, they're going to call a carry. I mean, that's the story of the game. I guarantee you Baptist Prep has probably double the amount of shots that we've had, and that's because we've turned the ball over way too many times.
You know, the lineups you see tonight aren't going to be the lineups that you're going to typically see going on. There's a lot of guys we have missing tonight. Trey Havens, Big Nate Barentime.
That's right.
You got Jacob Mathis that's not out there. And then Josh Robinson's probably going to be our starting center moving on, but he just got back from football. He's not seasoned in basketball quite yet.
He throws that one away. Townsend on the other end. Blew the almost missed it. Hey, Townsend got one. He's got 10 now. He's the first player in double digits. Inbound to Robinson. Panthers down by 20. This first quarter has been ugly for the Panthers. They get it over to Webb. 19 seconds to play in quarter number 1. They get it down to Robinson. Fakes his man in the air. Gets the contact. Can't finish. It'll go to the line for free throws.
There's your story. That one shot, how it just kind of, it hits the back of the rim. It goes, hits the front of the rim. It's like, oh, it might go in. No, it's not going to go in.
Second foul on Jack Mercer is Robinson going to the line for a couple of free throws, and the first one's up and good. A whole set of Baptist Prep players coming in. And Damon Criswell comes in for our Panthers. Robinson an opportunity to knock down the second free throw. It is up, and he got them both. 23-5 with 14 seconds to play in quarter number 1. And DJ Townsend will bring it up for the Eagles. Townsend still got it. He's going to hold for the final shot. Robinson out on him. Townsend, jumper from 18 feet, no good, and that is how quarter number 1 will end. Not quite how you would have wanted it to go if you're Coach Simmons and the Panthers. 23-5. Man, Townsend was the story of quarter number 1 for the Eagles. He hung 10 on us, and it's been tough. Panthers really just couldn't get anything going offensively. Too many turnovers. Didn't really get any shots off.
Yeah, that man-to-man press is speeding us up, and they're controlling the pace on offense, which they're just making us take quick shots. I mean, you're not going to dig yourself out of a 23-5 hole with NBA-level three-pointers. You're not Stephen Curry. You know, we've got to come out in this next period and just focus on blocking out, getting good, because they're missing shots. They're not making every one of their shots. They're getting second-chance opportunities on a lot of shots. So come out, block out, play solid defense, active hands, and get good shots. We've gotten some good ones down low. We've got some good ones.
How many times have we gotten down low? I don't feel like we're pushing, trying to get down there. And I think every time we do, we struggle to even do it because of the tight defense that Baptist Prep is playing.
And that's because they know we're not a threat from 3 right now. They know some of our key players are out, and obviously we're kind of playing scared a little bit, and we're missing our shots. So they don't really have to guard the 3 very much. They know they have to guard the 2 a lot harder. It makes it a lot easier for them on defense to know that's all they have to guard.
Well, and to Talon's point, we've obviously, down some players, some guys that are starting tonight that we normally would have out on the floor aren't out there. So that plays a good role, but Runzig will get the basketball to start quarter number 2. Criswell into the game. Starts to drive, and he kicks it out to Robinson. Right wing, they give it over to Runzig. Now it goes to Thomas Kendall. Cross-court feed to Robinson, but Townsend's out on him. Robinson pushes it to Runzig, top of the key, drives through the lane, gives it to Kendall, over to Criswell. Criswell drives through the lane, shots up, no good, but he draws some contact, and he'll head to the free throw line. Not sure who the foul was on. But Criswell goes to the line for some free throws, knocks down the first one.
So we've got to slowly chip away at this lead.
Second free throw from Criswell's up, no good, and a rebound there for Mitchell Levitt. They get it to DJ Townsend, 23-6. That foul was on Bevins, Parker Bevins. They get it over to Grober. Lobs it down low, and it's going to be a turnover. That one's lost out of bounds by Parker Bevins. 23-6 the score, and Runzig will inbound it to Robinson. He gives it right back to Runzig, and he's across the timeline now. Over to Allison, right wing. Gives it over Thomas Kendall. Kendall to Runzig. Now to Criswell, over to Robinson. Townsend's out on him. Hands it off to Kendall. Over it goes to Runzig. To Criswell. Tried to feed it down low, couldn't find anything. Now he drives through the lane. Finger roll, no good. Allison, the offensive board, puts it back up and in. Nicely done. Nice play there from Allison, and it's 23-8. DJ Townsend gives it over to Rusher. That's Davis Rusher. Over now to Parker Bevins, to Gavin Grober. Nearly threw it away, but Townsend kept it alive. Over to Mitchell Levitt. Down low it goes to Rusher, to Grover, to Levitt. Top of the key, 3. And it finds the bottom of the net. Nice play there from Levitt.
Yeah, I mean, Baptist Prep's just playing good team basketball.
Yeah. Good passing, getting our defense out of place and getting wide open threes.
Kendall with the basketball, hands it over to Runzik. Top of the key, rushers out on him. Over to Criswell. Thought about driving, now he gives it off to Runzik. Runzik through the lane, left-hand layup, and he got it. Nice drive there from Runzik. Cuts the lead to 16 as DJ Townsend brings it ahead for the Eagles. Hands it off over, I believe that was Bevins. Townsend with the basketball now, gets a screen out high, drives through the lane. Good defense, but they're going to get a foul on Allison. Basket counts, and he's going to the line. I thought that was decent defense there, but
yeah,
he
might not have been on Allison. Let's see. Well, he's calling on Allison. Wow. That must have been with his offhand. His blocking hand was in perfect position, but his offhand must have grabbed him, I guess.
And a lot of times you'll see that. When you don't see that play, it may be that side that we can't see where he grabbed him. But from our angle, it looked like decent defense for sure.
Yeah, and really a lot of times the only thing you can do as a defender there, because that's just a beautiful drive, is both hands straight in the air, try and stay as vertical as you can, and hope the ref sees that you're just playing good defense, you know.
Townsend completes the three-point play. He's got 13. And back into the game is Ethan Klauser for the Eagles. For our Panthers, Reese Jones, Josh Robinson, and Bryce Webb will come back into the game. Or rather, Jace Dunlap. 29-10. Dunlap with the basketball, gives it over to Bryce Webb. It goes to Reese Jones now. He hands it off Dunlap, top of the key. Down by 19. You got to try to inch their way back in it. Lob down low to Robinson. They're going to get a foul. Looks like that's on the low block. That might be on Grober. Indeed it is. That's Grober's first foul. That's the sixth team foul, or that's the seventh team foul. So should be the seventh.
Should be 1-1. Yeah.
Yeah, should be 1-1. Indeed it is. Yep.
There they go.
So Josh Robinson will head to the free throw line at a chance at a 1-1. Got to hit the front end to earn the bonus. First free throw's up. Too strong. Rebound to Rusher. Brings it across the timeline, gives it over to Klauser. Between the leg dribble. In the corner now it goes. That was to Logan Bevins. Oh, tipped away, stolen by Jones. Levitt pushed it too many times. Jones on the other end couldn't get the layup. Klauser played some defense on it. Levitt pulled down the rebound. Feed it to Klauser. In the corner it goes. Grober, three ball. Nothing but net. Grober, second three of the game. That's 6 for him. And Coach Simmons wants a timeout. 5:08 to play in the quarter. Panthers are down 32-10. And we'll be right back. Stay with us. And we are back here inside the PAV, outside of the timeout, 5:08 to play in till halftime. And we want to remind you that we'll talk to Coach Edmondson and the player of the game as well. So stick around with us for that. As the Panthers down by 22, trying to inch their way back in it. Bryce Webb with the basketball. They're going to call an offensive foul underneath the basket. I think that's on Reese Jones.
No,
that's on Josh Robinson.
Yeah.
Well, Robinson with his first foul of the game. Coach Simmons obviously not going to be too happy about that. It's another turnover. Ethan Klauser with the basketball for the Eagles. Gives it over to Grober. Nice steal there from Dunlap, but he knocked it out of play. Couldn't save it. It'll be out of bounds, and Logan.
I think that was Runzik.
That's what I meant. Sorry. Yep. Runzik did it. Yep. Over to Rusher. Left wing three. Air ball. Rebound to Webb. Looking to push. Webb through the lane. Gives it over to Dunlap in the corner. Jump step, free throw line extended, and he buries it. Nice job there from Dunlap, his first points of the game. Yeah, I get Dunlap and Runzik mixed up for whatever reason. Get over to Logan Bevins, over to Grover, back to Bevins. Kicks it over to Ethan Klauser. Jump step, baseline, jumper, got it. Klauser with his 6th point of the game, and it's back to a 22-point game. Dunlap ahead to Runzik on the right wing. Over now it goes to Reese Jones, to Jace Dunlap. Webb, right wing, lob down low, Robinson. Good help defense for Baptist Prep. Battle for the rebound after the miss, and Grover's got it. To Klauser. Looking for Rusher down low, but Jones with a nice defense. Quick hands, knocks it away. It'll stay with Baptist Prep, though. And DJ Townsend and Dane Spoon come back into the game for the Eagles. Rusher and Bevins will take a seat. Some of these smaller schools are, they're not bad. Got to watch out for them. You got to come ready to play every single night. And Baptist Prep has definitely done that. Spoon's got it now over to Levitt. Lob down low, Klauser. Trying to back his way in. Gives it off to Spoon, over to Levitt. Wide open three, left wing, no good. Rebound to Robinson. And Jace Dunlap will bring it up now, the point guard. Gives it over to Jones. Drives through the lane. Left-hand shot won't go. Battle for the board. Gets his own miss. Hands it off to Robinson underneath the basket, and he lays it in. Nice dish there from Jones. And Robinson with the finish. Levitt with the basketball, gives it over to Klauser. Up top it goes to Spoon, left wing now. Townsend beats Dunlap off the dribble, lays it up and in. Nice finish from Townsend.
Oh, man, I was afraid he landed awkwardly there, and he was going to stay down, but he's just fine.
Jace Dunlap with the basketball now. Brings it across the timeline. Klauser's out on him. Gets a screen from Robinson. Now he picked up his dribble, kicks it out to Webb. Gives it over to Runzik. Through the lane, right hand just threw up a prayer. Battle for the board, and Spoon had it. Now Jones comes out of there with it. Trying to drive, picks up his dribble, free throw line, gives it to Webb. Top of the key three, no good. Robinson trying to get the rebound, but it's Klauser who comes out of there with it. He'll bring it up, drive, spin move through the lane, dishes it off to Spoon. They'll kick it out to Levitt. Passed on a three, had an open look. Now he's still open, didn't take it again. Drives through the lane, right-hand layup, no good. Contact and a foul, and Levitt's going to the free throw line.
Well, right there, Levitt, he made an early three. He missed one, and he's totally shied off of it. I mean, I was a basketball player. I don't like that. And you're going to miss shots. Continue to take them. You can shoot the three-pointer. I mean, if you miss like 4 in a row, maybe pass it up. But you miss just one time. Shoot another one. Get your flow back.
No, you're right. As Levitt knocked down the first free throw, and he completes both free throws to extend the lead to 24. That's Baptist Prep's biggest lead of the night. Jace Dunlap brings it across the timeline. Picks up his dribble again, gives it over to Jones, threw it away. Another turnover. I think Coach Simmons knows they're down some players, and he's calmly talking to the boys. They're down by 24, though, against a Baptist Prep team who's 4-1 on the year.
And this is a good Baptist Prep team.
They are.
It's not like it's a really bad 3A team or anything. This is a good basketball team.
Townsend missed, but Grober's there for the offensive board, and Coach Simmons wants a timeout with 1:58 left until halftime. We're going to keep it right here. We want to remind you again, at halftime we're going to talk to Coach Edmondson, and a player of the game as well. So stick around for that. But, goodness, not quite the game that you'd want.
No, not at all. Not the start you want. It's also not the game you want in the sense of you're missing guys. We see Trey Havens sitting over there. We see Big Nate Barentime sitting over there. Jacob Mathis is sitting over there. We haven't seen Noah Hogan at all tonight. There's a lot of almost every single one of those guys I just named are leaders on this team, whether it be seniors or Jacob Mathis, a junior, but still a leader. He'll probably be one of the starters. You're missing all of those guys out there on the floor right now.
And out of the timeout, Jace Dunlap, Bryce Webb, Jack Runzik, Josh Robinson, and Reese Jones will be the 5 on the floor. Jones with it now, gives it over to Robinson, down by 26 points. hadn't had a lot of offense. Dunlap with the basketball. Drives through the lane. Nice move. Right hand. Couldn't finish. Gets his own miss. Kicks it out to Webb. Ball fake. Now he pulls up three. Not the best look. It'll go out of bounds, and just not what you want to see there. I think he forced that. Thought he was going to get a ball fake. Didn't fool him. And then he pulled up and he had to shoot.
Yeah, definitely a forced shot there. But I love the drive from I love
Dunlap.
the drive there. Yeah, Dunlap. Almost said Runzik. Man, JB, you got me mixed up too. Love the drive there. Just missed the shot and then forced the three.
Nice block there by Josh Robinson on Levitt. Dunlap kicks it over to Webb. Nice look to Runzik now. Jump step, free throw line extended. Couldn't finish on the jumper. Ball threw it away, but Townsend with a nice play to save it for the Eagles. He'll bring it up through the lane. Drew some contact, gives it off to Spoon. Right-hand layup, got it. And this has been probably the best-looking team that we've seen play this year. Baptist Preps look really, really, really good.
No doubt about it, JB. And what's impressed me most is their chemistry. They're
Yeah.
all on the same page, chemistry on defense, on offense. They know where each other's going to be. They can trust where each other's going to be on defense, and they're making great passes on offense because they know where their guys are going to be. And obviously they've been making shots as well, but it's not like they've been coming out here and banging threes on us. They've been getting methodic, fast, drives and kicks and nice open jump shots and rebound putbacks. It's been a collective effort here from the entire Baptist Prep team.
Townsend open in the corner for three, got all day, missed it. Battle for the rebound as Grober puts it back up and in. And
shots like that. See, they're not hitting threes on us, Jay. You see a score like this, you think, oh, they're shooting us out. No, they're definitely getting in every other way.
Grover's taking care of us tonight.
I mean, he is having a game. He's having a game.
him and Townsend. Townsend's got 17. Grober's got 10. There's a foul over in the corner. It's not, well, it will be free throws. It's a foul on Spoon. That's his second.
Come on, Spoon. Don't foul with 3 seconds left before
Not
the half.
Not a smart play there.
That gives Coach Edmondson plenty of time to get over here, but
Rookie.
Front end of the 1-and-1, missed it. Got to hit your free throws. Reese Jones, the rebound, tipped away. Grober's got it. Townsend with a little one-hand granny. Couldn't make the shot.
This is the only thing he could do. This is the only thing he could do.
We were talking before the game and how good he looked, shooting in the warm-ups. And so he looked every bit of it here in the game. Young 17 on us. We're going to hit the break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Coach Edmondson and Alex Newland. So stick around and stay with us. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network on Town Newton, and alongside me right now is Alex Newland. Alex, how you feeling right now?
Really good.
Yeah, I would bet. After scoring, was it 22 tonight?
22.
22, and you've had, 4 20-point games this season, just about?
Yeah.
We might be exaggerating a little bit, but, You've been close enough to 20 in almost all of those games. How are you feeling? I mean, you're playing so well. You're playing at a really high level right now. How do you feel?
Really good. Like, the whole team has just come along, and since last year, we struggled last year, but this year we have completely, like, we're a whole new level.
Yeah, I was talking to JB and Mike about that. I was like, I sat through these girls' games last season, and there were some nights that were a little tougher. There were nights where it didn't go as well, but this year, this is a team there's a lot of excitement on the floor. That I even mentioned there's a belief that you can win. Like, it is there. And how exciting is that?
It's awesome. Just because Greenbrier, like lady basketball, we haven't had a lot of those teams. And so this year is a really big year for us because we're 5-0, and it just hasn't happened in a long time. So.
Yeah, you say 5-0. I mean, how exciting does that?
It's
like?
Awesome. It's one of the best feelings.
Do you think that if I would have sat here and said you're gonna be 5-0 5 games into the season, would you have believed me?
No, not at all. Like,
Yeah, how exciting is that
it's
to
awesome.
see your progress? And last year, freshman, right? You're sophomore this year.
Yes.
So you got to play last year.
Yes.
How do you feel that experience has brought you into this
so
year?
It helps so much. Like, I'm a lot more confident than I was last year just because me being so young. Like, this year it's really good.
Yeah, I bet that you can contribute that to a lot of success now. And this team's age, like, how many seniors do y'all have this year?
3.
3. Not very
yeah,
many.
Not very many.
Not very
We
many.
have 7 sophomores, so.
Yeah, so
we're
there.
young.
So this isn't just like a big senior class. A lot of senior girls really good. This is something that we could see further in the future too. And I know you're probably not more focused on that. You're more focused on this year.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to get to play basketball. Who would have thought that really we got to play volleyball? We were shocked there, and now we're here playing basketball. So how exciting is that?
It's awesome. I love going from volleyball and having a winning season to now carrying over into basketball and being 5-0. Like, it's just an awesome feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure. And you've been a star athlete in all of those sports, and we expect to be saying your name a lot the rest of the year, and we've already gotten used to it here at the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. So, Alex, thank you for joining me. I'm going to get Coach Edmondson on here, and good luck rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, I have Coach Edmondson with me. Coach, 5-0. How's it sound? Sound good?
It feels really good. We're playing really well right now. You know, we shot the ball extremely well tonight. Alex had a big night inside, and I feel really good at where we're at. You know, we got 2 good tests next week, but we're playing pretty well, I feel like. So.
You know, I thought it was exciting, not necessarily that Michaela Betts got in early foul trouble, but she got in a little bit of early foul trouble. JB said she shot a free throw, I think maybe it was mid-third quarter, and that was her first point of the game. And I looked at JB, I was like, there's no way that was her first point of the game. I was like, we have this huge lead. Usually she's such a heavy contributor, so it's kind of exciting to see that she was being able to she wasn't even contributing as much as she normally does, and that y'all still had the big lead.
Well, you know, these last couple games here, we've been very balanced offensively. You know, I think Alex had 20-something tonight, but also Emma Ream had 18. And Kylie was in double figures, I think. And so I think we had 4 in double figures Tuesday and had 1 with 9. And so if we're scoring very balanced how we are, I feel like we're tougher to guard. And, you know, Michaela made other contributions on the floor. She made some good assists. She guarded really well. You know, the game kind of dictated with the foul trouble. I was able to kind of give her a big break and kind of save her for that second half, but I was really pleased with the way we played.
Yeah, Coach, you know, that was something I talked to JB about. One of the things I was most impressed about was just the team ball and the passing.
Right.
It felt, I mean, you were always looking for that constant pass. You know, I think of the movies, I think it was the Hooters or Hoosiers, that's what it was. And he's like, you have to pass the ball 4 times before you can shoot. And I kept thinking about that during the game.
Well, you know, they play so well together, and they space the floor well. You know, they look for Alex inside, and they just play really well. They made the extra pass tonight. Instead of shooting an open one, we passed to a really open one. And, you know, and it helps to make shots too. You know, it makes it look a lot better when you're shooting it the way we did tonight. And but they're fun to watch when we get out in transition and share the ball like we did. So
we weren't at the game Tuesday night, so why don't you give us a little quick recap of that Tuesday night in Clarksville?
Yeah, you know, Clarksville's a good basketball team. You know, they're pretty long and athletic, and we kind of jumped out on them. And, you know, it was kind of a game of runs. We'd stretch it out to 8 or 10, then all of a sudden they cut it back to 2 or tie it. But we kind of stretched out there. We ended up winning by 12. But it was a good road win. You know, we kind of battled on the road there. We didn't shoot it as well as we did tonight, but we still found ways to score, and it was a good road win.
What's coming next for this Lady Panthers basketball team?
We've got Benton next Tuesday at home. They're going to be really athletic. They'll push the tempo, they'll press and get after. So taking care of the basketball is going to be big next week.
And it doesn't feel like that's really a problem with the tempo. Greenbrier plays at such a – I feel like you play these girls at such a fast pace.
Yeah.
You're huge on the fast break and just moving quick.
Right. Well, we've got some really good athletes. You know, I want to take advantage of our speed and what we have out there and our athleticism. So we do want to play fast, and they play well like that. They like playing that way. And it's going to be 2 teams on Tuesday that's going to play a really fast pace. And so it'll be big for us to be able to take care of it, space the floor like we did, and just keep it rolling.
Absolutely, Coach. Good luck next Tuesday night. Thank you for coming and joining the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
And we are back here with the second half just about ready to start. Marcus Robinson, Thomas Kendall, Bryce Allison, Bryce Webb, and Jace Dunlap will be the starting 5 here to start the second half. And then for Baptist Prep, it'll be Ethan Klauser, Dane Spoon, Jack Mercer, Jonathan Singleton, and DJ Townsend. And we're underway in the second half. DJ Townsend with the basketball. Gets it over to Mercer, top of the key. Passed on a 3. And he gets it out to Klauser now over on the right wing. Spoon with it out high. Over to Townsend, right wing. Bryce Webb playing out on him. And a man-to-man. Actually, I guess it's more of a 2-3 zone. Klauser over to Spoon. Lob down low. Jonathan Singleton, right-hand hook shot. He got it. Singleton comes out ready to roll. First points of the second half. And Baptist Prep's up by 34. Robinson gives it over to Dunlap, to Webb. Lob down Allison. Backs his way in. Left-hand shot.
Nice.
Nicely done from Allison. He picks up another bucket. And both teams have struck with a couple of buckets, or with each their own bucket, to start the second half. Mercer with it, threw it away. Nice read there by Robinson. He goes coast to coast, and he lays it in on the other end. Nice play there for Marcus Robinson. Read that well. That's a big spark for the Panther defense. DJ Townsend with the basketball, gives it over to Spoon. He starts to drive, kicks it over to Klauser. Robinson out on him. Klauser through the lane. Nice feed to Spoon. One more pass to Mercer. Allison was hung out to dry there on the low block.
I'm telling you, that's just so hard to defend whenever they're making such great passes. You leave someone open eventually. They're going to find the shot, and they've just been playing good team basketball tonight.
Allison down low on the low block. Kicks it out to Dunlap. Open. Corner 3. just a little too strong, and Townsend's got the rebound, looking to push for Baptist Prep. Lob down low. Jonathan Singleton couldn't finish. Mercer trailed the play, couldn't get it. Dunlap battle for the board, and he's got it. Now he's got numbers. Kicks it over, threw it away. Mercer, and then, oh man, that's not a foul. A good foul there from Kendall. Kind of came in out of control. And Baptist Prep will have it on the baseline after the foul on Kendall.
So we get both of our big guys in here. I think this is just a push to kind of both get rebounds and kind of hit that block on offense. Hit the low block.
DJ Townsend with the basketball, up by 32 on our Panthers. Nice move there from Spoon, but whistles blow, and they're going to say, I'm not sure what they're going to say.
No one ever started the clock.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you noticed that because
I was confused.
I'm looking. I didn't think he stepped her on the baseline. I was like, I didn't know if he carried the basketball. But there we go. The inbound to Townsend now. Ball fake, inside the arc, jumper too strong, but who's there to get the rebound? It's Ethan Klauser. He's been big for them. He is very sneaky. Gives it over. Jonathan Singleton. 3-ball left wing. You've got to be kidding me. He buries that one. Nothing but net. It's 53-18. Not even bad defense, really. But Baptist Prep has looked really, really good. They get it over to Webb. To Bryce Allison. Robinson out high now. He had a great steal a moment ago. Gives it over to Runzik. To Webb. Quick pass down to Robinson. He starts backing in. Mercer. Through the lane. Right-hand hook. Can't finish. Mercer the rebound.
That's going to have to be our bread and butter, though. That's really the only place we can beat him. And if we start getting it going down there, then maybe it'll open up our three a little bit. Singleton
again open for three. Allison was on him. He gave him just a little bit too much separation, and Singleton made him pay. Runzik with the basketball. Gives it over to Robinson. Gets a ball screen out high, but Klauser beats that off really nicely. Low pass to Webb, but he keeps it. Gives it over to Runzik. To Robinson. Down low to Josh Robinson. Backs his man in, gives it to Allison. Left-hand floater, no good. Battle for the board. And Townsend's out of there with it. Other end. Top of the key, crossover dribble. Singleton, right-hand layup. Got it.
Man, not a good start. Not a good start.
Man, Josh Robinson, I don't know if y'all noticed that, but he dove for that ball and landed on a kid's head. And
really?
Yeah, that is.
I didn't see that.
Well, while we got a moment, we're going to hit a break. Coach Simmons calls the timeout. Down by 40 with 4:24 to play in quarter number 3. We'll be right back. And we're back here out of the timeout. Bryce Webb inbounds to Jack Runzik. Down by 40. At this point, you just want to see him make some little bit of comeback that you can. You gotta. Oh man, that's not what you want. Klauser there tips it away out of play. It'll stay with Greenbrier. You just want to see him chip away at the lead a little bit. Bryce Webb inbounds to Runzik. Klauser's out on him. Just prepping a 2-3 zone. Runs it, kicks it out. Webb. 3-ball right wing. Too strong. Criswell battle for the board. He got it. Dribbles around the lane. Floater right hand. Went halfway down. Couldn't get it. Robinson gets the follow, and he puts it back up and in.
Big boy's eating.
Robinson leads all of Greenbrier scores with 7. Not what you want to see in the second half. Townsend thought about driving. Crossover dribble. Down low. Threw it away. Criswell with the steal. That's a start. That's what you're going to need to have happen. Reese Jones on the right wing. Picked up his dribble. Gives it to Criswell. Right corner, and he stepped out on the baseline. I saw it, too. That right foot got a little careless. Criswell turns it back over.
That's not what you need to happen.
No.
Not at all. When you're trying to come back, you're down by a lot. you don't have a lot of room to work with. Halfway through the third quarter, they give it over in the right corner. Three rattles around, drops off the rim. That was Parker Bevins. Panthers got the board, runs it to Robinson, trailing the play. Bevins out on him. Will hand it over to Reese Jones. Jones nearly threw it away, but Criswell keeps it alive, drives through the lane, draws some contact, and he's going to the line. That might be Singleton. Indeed it is. That's Singleton's third foul. Damon Criswell going to the line, an area where our Panthers have not really executed well tonight. At the free throw line. First free throw, Criswell. Missed the front end.
No, and free throws are kind of they need to be your backbone, the thing that you can kind of rely on. You can drive in, get a foul, get to the line, get easy points where you get to breathe, slow the pace down, make easy buckets, and it just hasn't been there for us. It needs to be kind of your backbone to your scoring.
Criswell makes the second free throw to cut the lead to 37. They kick it out to Bevins, to Singleton. Wide open, top of the key. That was Klauser, but he couldn't knock down the three. Rebound to the Panthers. Runs it across the timeline, lines it, lobs it down low for Criswell underneath the basket. Right hand layup. Nice job there from Criswell. He's got 4 tonight.
We're showing flashes, JB. You know, it's good to see little flashes like that. Obviously, we are not doing it on every play, but we're seeing some little flashes here and there.
Going to call a carry there on Gavin Grober. Panthers get a turnover with 2:35 to play in quarter number 3. Panthers are down by 35. Runzik with the basketball. Trying to trap out high, beats the pressure, lobs down low. They're going to get a foul. Looks like that's going to be on Townsend. Indeed it is. Guys, Townsend's got 17 points, and that's just his first foul of the night.
Oof.
Well, he's going to the bench, which is definitely good for us.
Logan Bevins comes into the game now. Parker Bevins is in the game as well. Lob it down low, Robinson. Josh trying to back his way in, throws up a shot, can't get it. Nice rebound there, Reese Jones, and he puts it back up and in. Nice play there, Reese Jones. That's just his first points of the night. Klauser brings it up quickly for Baptist Prep, drives through the lane, gets some contact too, and he's going to the line.
Yeah, Reese has hit the boards hard. Good shot there, too. Good putback from Reese. Our defense just how sloppy down here, going for a big block when it wasn't there. And honestly, I would have liked to maybe see a charge there. He was charging in there, and good chance to slide in, take the hit, get a call, but we went for the block instead, and we're paying for it.
Ethan Klauser misses the front end at the free throw line. Second free throw coming here as Marcus Robinson comes in, as does Jace Dunlap, and Criswell and Webb will take a seat. Klauser, second free throw, got that one. He's got 7 tonight for the Eagles. Panthers down by 34 late in the third quarter. Jack Runzik brings it across the timeline for our Panthers, gives it over to Jace Dunlap, right wing. Back it goes Runzik, top of the key. Back to Dunlap, right wing three, too strong. Rebound to Grober. Klauser with the basketball now. He drives to the lane, kicks it out. That's Bevins, top of the key to Grober to Singleton, drives through the lane. That's going to be a block on Robinson, and Singleton hit the deck hard. Guys, I got a question. I don't think we've hit a three tonight.
No way.
We really haven't. Robinson's got 7. After that, it's a whole bunch of people with 2. Criswell's got 4, but I know he hadn't hit a 3, and Allison's got 4. We have not hit a 3 tonight. Singleton, first free throw's up, too strong.
Wow. It's an interesting stat to look at.
It's a telling stat is what it is.
Well, as we haven't shot him.
Yeah.
We forced a couple probably, and that's been the difference. Singleton knocks down the second free throw. He's got 13. Jace Dunlap with the basketball, top of the key, gives it over to Robinson. It's stolen by Klauser. Looking on the fast break, gives it to Beggins. Big block from behind, Reese Jones. He slaps it out of bounds. That was Logan Bevins trying to lay it up, but Reese Jones said not today. And Thomas Kendall will come back into the game. It looks like Josh Robinson's going to go take a seat. And Logan Bevins to inbound. Trying to find somebody. He'll get it into Rusher, who's in the game. Rusher with the basketball. Through the lane with Singleton. It's stole away by Dunlap. Looking to drive. From behind, Bevins knocks it away, but it'll stay with Greenbrier. 1:15 to play in quarter number 3, and Jace Dunlap will inbound on the baseline. He'll be the trigger man. He'll lob it up top of the key to Robinson. Gives it over to Runzik. On the right wing, Dunlap, top of the key. Robinson, left wing, pulls the trigger. 3, and it's the first one tonight. Robinson. He's got 5 and cuts the lead to 32. It's Parker Bevins with the basketball. Gives it over to Davis Rusher. Over to Singleton with 53 seconds to play in the third quarter. To Logan Bevins, to Grover, to Rusher. Down low, Singleton. Jones is on it, but Singleton makes him pay. Lays it in, and Singleton's got 15. Jack Runzik brings it up. Gives it over to Marcus Robinson. Over to Runzik, now right wing to Dunlap. Reese Jones the basketball now. Feeds it back out high to Jace Dunlap. Jones, ball fake, drives through the lane. He's going to travel.
I thought that was a good Euro step, but.
You know, he's been caught on travel on a couple of Euro steps this year already.
I think if you could call on more than one, then it's not a ref mistake. He's clearly doing something wrong on those, but.
14 seconds to play in the third quarter. Rusher's got the basketball with 10 to shoot. Over now to Parker Bevins. Gets a ball screen out high. He pulls up a little early, but he buries a 3 on the right wing. And that is how quarter number 3 is going to end. It has been all Baptist Prep. 65-28 the score in quarter number 3 is, guys, Parker Bevins drops that 3 there at the end of the quarter. That's just kind of been the story of tonight. They've hit the 3s all night long. They've played great defense and offense. Transitions have been huge for Baptist Prep. I mean, my goodness, and Greenbrier really just hasn't got much going tonight.
Yeah, we tried to pound it down low, which is kind of our only option at this point because we can't shoot 3s. As you said, I think we're one of 1,000 from 3. I don't know.
Yeah, one of not.
Something around that.
Something close to it.
Yeah, and really the only slight advantage we've got is we've got a little bit of size on them. So we've tried to exploit that, but the problem is size is immediately taken away in basketball with good help team defense, which they have brought to us this game. We've gotten a couple good shots down low on the block, but I mean that's a couple out of a lot. You know that's. So we've tried to pound it down low and it hasn't worked, and I mean we're just looking for signs of life at this point.
There's not a whole lot of it. Down by 37. That's more points than you've scored in the whole game. It's going to be a tall order.
Hey, but I'm looking to us to finish hard here.
That's
not to slow down, but finish hard, play hard defense, play good solid fundamental offense as well.
Jack Runzik with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Nice feed down low. Robinson, he got some space and he lays it in. Robinson leads the Panthers with 9 points. And Bevins with the basketball for the Eagles. Crossover dribble, gives it over to Mitchell Levitt. Now to Rusher. Over to Bevins, top of the key now Levitt. Ball fake, kicks it out. Parker Bevins, corner 3, too strong, and Runzik the rebound. Looking to push. Runzik with the basketball, gets a ball screen from Robinson out high. Over to Thomas Kendall. Back up top of the key to Runzik. To Kendall with the basketball now, or rather Robinson. Tries to spin his way through, forced a shot perhaps, but a nice play there from the free throw line extended. Robinson's the first Panther player in double figures tonight. He's got 11. But our Panthers have scored. They're on a 4-0 run to start the fourth quarter. They leave. That's Logan Bevins, right wing 3, and he knocks down the 3. That's his first points of the night. Jack Runzik brings it across the timeline. Over to Damon Criswell in the game now. To Marcus Robinson out high.
We've got a mismatch down low. We've got to get the ball to Robinson ASAP.
And Criswell traveled with the basketball first.
So we've got Landon Reed on Robinson down there.
Yeah.
We've got to exploit that. Robinson's much bigger. Got to get him the ball. As if we haven't already been trying to get him the ball enough. We really need to now so we can exploit that.
Continuous clock has started.
Not what you want to see at home. Rusher the basketball now. They give it out to Logan Bevins. Out it goes Mitchell Levitt. Right wing three. Nothing but net.
Man.
He's been tough to stop tonight as well. They've got a lot of their starters on the bench probably the rest of the way. Townsend and Spoon. There's no need to have them out there. Singleton. Josh Robinson the basketball now. Lobs it down low. Kendall, but the tip play goes right to Marcus Robinson. Robinson's been pretty big for the Panthers as well tonight. Runs it trying to drive through the lane, but Rusher with the steal. And on the other end, throws it down low, but it's going to go off of Greenbrier. It'll stay with Baptist Prep with 5:35 to go in this fourth quarter and a continuous clock, like Talon just said earlier. So, Baptist Prep basketball up by 39.
Three shoes need to be tied at once.
Let me check my shoes real quick.
Yeah.
Looks like we're good.
Ref, can we wait? I need to tie my shoe up here.
This has not been a fun night, guys.
Oh, man.
The girls' game was great. Love to see that. Boys, it's been a different play. Nice play, Criswell on the inbounds, a nice steal. And then he nearly lost it back. Gets it across the timeline. Feeds it to Kendall through the lane. Right-hand layup. In and out, no good. Rusher's got the board, and you got to be careful you don't foul. They get it out to Logan Bevins, and Baptist Prep going the other way. Levitt. Well, jump step through the lane. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but he's going to the line for a couple of free throws as Criswell fouled him hard. It's Criswell's first foul of the game.
No one need to get hurt in a game like this.
True. It's a good point, Talon. The game is out of hand. You're not going to win the game. You don't want to come in and hurt yourself or somebody. Just play smart. Play hard, but play smart. As Levitt misses the first free throw.
You know, this is a good Baptist team. Just like
It is.
Just like the girls team, respectfully in their conference, they're going to be a really, really competitive team. And this boys team can come into a 5A school, that's got a lot more depth and can hand it to them. And granted, we had a lot of important players out tonight, but this Baptist team is a really good basketball team.
Damon Criswell with the basketball. He gives it over to Marcus Robinson. Tries to drive through the lane, throws it up, no good. Rebound. That's Parker Yates in the game, or rather Caleb Yates. They battled to get a board. It's going to be out of bounds off of Baptist Prep, though, and it'll stay with Greenbrier. 3:40 to play in the game. Baptist Prep's up by 40. Looks like we got a couple of players coming in for our Panthers. And I don't have their numbers, so that's not good.
One of them's Noah Hogan.
Yep, Noah Hogan, number 24. I don't know, 15, 12, 10.
Number 10 is Hayes
Good Lord.
Johnson.
Number 10 is Hayes Johnson. Good, I'll put that in. I don't know who has the basketball now. Is that?
Number 12 is Dax Cawthron, I believe is who that is. Noah Hogan is 24.
Who's 15?
I do not know number 15.
Is that by chance Spencer Melton or Gavin James?
Your guess is as good as mine, JB, on that one.
They got the new jerseys in, and we didn't get the roster and the new jerseys, so we only had the guys we remembered, so we apologize. That's Landon Reed with the basketball over to Bevins. Reed starts to drive, gives it over to Yates. Caleb Yates, top of the key to Parker Bevins. To Logan Bevins, three ball too strong. Allison the rebound. And he'll give it over to either Spencer Melton or Gavin James. They're both sophomores, and one's 5'9", one's 5'10". So
That's
that guy's shorter, 5'9". Who's the 5'9" guy?
that's Spencer.
That guy's name is Spencer, whether or not he likes it.
They give it Hayes with a nice
Whether or
screen.
not it's
Noah Hogan
true.
with the basketball. Kicks it over to Melton for three, and he got it. Good grief.
Let's
Of
hope
all-
his name's right.
My
Let's hope it
goodness.
is.
If
Melton.
we got your name wrong, we're sorry, man. You made the three-pointer, and we
Great
acknowledge
shot.
it.
Great shot.
This whole time, watch it be Gavin James.
We'll say great shot from Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Oh,
Hayes Johnson
no.
with good defense.
We gotta
Melton out high on Bevins.
We'll get some
Over
improved
the
rosters for next game, folks.
That's right.
We'll be ready.
Tip play there from Allison out of play. Hayes Johnson playing good defense as well, as is Noah Hogan. But my goodness. You know what's bad when you come in off the bench, you hit a three, and that's your first points of the night, and you're the top
Second
in the
person.
top three in scoring on your team.
Oh, my goodness.
Reed fooled Allison in the air, but couldn't get it. battle
Missed
for the
it.
board.
Missed an
Rusher's
easy
got
shot.
it out of play. Going to go to Greenbrier. Yeah, Melton came in, hit a 3. I apologize. He's actually the 4th highest scorer on the team.
Still in the top 5.
That is trivial, my friend.
Noah Hogan with the basketball. Gives it over to Cochran. Or is it
Ooh,
Cochran?
that's open.
To
Hit him
Johnson.
down.
Over to
That's
Noah Hogan.
Johnson, yeah.
Gives it off to Cochran. Over
Cothran.
to Spence. Cochran?
Cothran.
To Allison. Up top of the key. Melton.
Money.
Another 3. You
it.
got to be kidding. Feed
it.
him, baby. 3 from Spencer Melton or Gavin James. Either way, he's got 6 points, and now he's the second leading scorer on the team.
Where's this kid been all game? I'm just.
He's coming out to play, no question. And Ace Johnson, a nice rebound there for our Panthers with 30 seconds to play in the basketball game at 72-38. Melton gives it off to Cothran, and Cothran throws it away down low with 20 seconds to go. That's probably going to do it. The continuous clock. Rusher will inbounds. He'll give it in to Parker Bevins, and that's going to be all she wrote. 10 seconds to go, 72-38. Is going to be the final. Bevins is going to let it dribble out, and that is how it's going to end. Buzzer sounds. Baptist Pratt wins it by 34, 72-38. It was all Eagles tonight. Tough night. As we look at the statistics before we get out of here, we'll start with Baptist Pratt. DJ Townsend didn't even play much of the third quarter or the fourth quarter, but he hung 17 on us. Jonathan Singleton had 15. Mitchell Levitt had 9. Gavin Grober had 10. Jack Mercer had 6. Ethan Klauser with 7. Both Bevins had 3 points apiece. Dane Spoon had 2. And for our Panthers, Josh Robinson led the way. He was the only player in double figures for our Panthers. He had 11 points. Melton, coming off the bench, was the second leading scorer with 6. That tells you a lot. He came in and played the final 2 minutes, and he had the second most points on the team.
Yeah. Not how you want the night to go.
Not a good showing at all.
Marcus Robinson was third. He had 5 points. Allison and Criswell both had 4 apiece, and then Jones, Webb, Runzik, and Dunlap contributed with 2 points apiece. And that was kind of the story. When you know a guy comes in the second half, plays 2 minutes, and he's your second leading scorer on the team, you know it was a rough night.
Exactly. Just kind of, there's not really any bright spots to take away from this game, but I think there are plenty of things that they can fix. I think the energy was missing a little bit, and that's what's going to happen when you lose a couple of your best players to certain things. Like Barentine, the man brings the energy. Okay, they definitely missed that tonight.
Sure.
He's a great shooter, which obviously we saw in the scoring column. They definitely missed. So having Barentine back, and there's some things that they can adjust, and then obviously you add that to the fact that Baptist Prep is a very good basketball team, very good basketball team when it comes to chemistry, when it comes to just being on the same page, playing hard-nosed defense, offense, and they're coached really well also. So, I'm excited to see what Coach Simmons comes up with in practice and kind of fixes and changes and moves around. And I'm excited to see where our team, kind of takes this constructive loss. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a loss.
not good.
You got to take the positive, which is we now have some things to look at, some things to fix, and improve on for next game.
Absolutely. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday night against Benton. It's going to be a fun night of basketball. We hope you join us for that broadcast for the girls and boys matchup. The boys dropped to 2-2 on the year. Baptist Prep improves to 5-1. They were a good basketball team, and they looked every bit of the part of their record. Played really well against a Greenbrier team who was licking some wounds, perhaps, down some players, and obviously the result is, as it was, a 34-point victory for the Eagles. But that's going to do it for us. For my partners, Talon Newton and Mike Baker, I'm J.B. Brazil saying so long from Greenbrier, where tonight our Lady Panthers took care of business and beat Baptist Prep, but the boys fell by 34. And that's going to do it for us. So long, everybody.